Well, go ahead and let me recap here. What happened last time? Last time on Descent into Avernus, Goku was ready to fight. I'm sorry. Wrong. Hold on. Wrong script. Wrong script. Okay, here we go. No, you guys basically had already finished up. Uh, we started with you guys down in the sewers to finish clearing up that whole deal, I believe. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys had woke up to some oddities of dreams, or to some dreams, and what dreams may come. As Max had an unsettling dream of a gallows and a twisted shadow, and her friend Derva of having a terrible fate befall her. Um, Harlan had a dream more so about just general chaos and destruction, and
He
a
slept
big
on his arm
winged.
wrong.
Yeah, he slept on his arm wrong and made it a little fuzzy. Uh,
It's a little tingly.
he was halfway to the stranger, but he woke up. Um, and Derva had what she interpreted later to not be as much of a dream as it was some manner of vision of a figure that was almost incomprehensible in scope or perspective, difficult to understand in the shadows as she gazed upon it from this one side of bars in some sort of cell. Uh, it told her that she needed to go to Candlekeep. It told her to seek out a specific person there and to give them the puzzle box. And she was gifted a key in this vision. Um, but she woke from that dream unsettled, as was Max. Um, Harlan felt a-okay, and Cap had no such dreams assault him in his sleep. Um, but recuperated and ready to find Thaddeus Krieg somewhere inside of these sewers to save him, Rhea hoped, from whatever was going on with the Van Thampors. You guys soldiered on, uh, uh, jingling bell and a whisper here and there led a very crazed and concerned Derva down a path where she rounded and ended up running into another demon or devil, I should say. A bit of a combat ensued, but the creature proved to not be nearly as powerful as much of the other things you've run into to this stage. Uh, Dispatched them fairly easily, though the imps did get the drop on a couple people and managed to do a little bit of damage. Uh, Inside of the cells, you met two people. One was an elderly noble, Miss Hume, I believe, who was very stoic in the face of being a captive, and the other was a kind of a dark skinned or tanner skinned, dark haired individual named Fallister Fisk, who intimated that he worked for a woman named Savira from Candlekeep, and basically said, "Hey, um, get me out of here. I'll support you guys in whatever you're doing. And you want me to make a report to the Flaming Fist about everything that's going on? I'll do that for sure." Uh, you found out that he was looking for some sort of puzzle box, which you guys had recovered. And then when you showed him, he told you that's exactly what his master was looking for. And if you helped him get out of there, he'll take you to Candlekeep and you can have an audience with her. And I'm sure she'll open the box and you guys can find out what's going on with that puzzle box. He also mentions that uh, his his master believed Thaddeus Krieg was a ne'er do well who was working with the Van Than Porters to some nefarious ends. Though they didn't have like specific evidence as to that. Rhea wanted to disregard this, believing Thaddeus Krieg to be a good and honest man. But you took Ballister Fisk as well as this noble with you. You head further into the sewers. Eventually, you heard behind a door. Uh, you passed a bunch of sleeping cultists, you assume, in one room because you heard some snoring and snuck by. And when you finally made the circuit around, you ended up hearing whispering or almost yelling behind one door of an individual having some sort of argument. Open the door to find this elderly, balding man who was Thaddeus Krieg. Upon inspecting him, he appeared to have this strange, almost pathetic looking shadow. It's hard to tell if it was just the light in the room or if it truly was his shadow. There was some attempts to stomp the shadow. There was some attempts to tell Krieg to look at it, and he just kind of spun around like a doofy Goomba. I can't look at my own shadow. Teehee. And ultimately, you convinced Rhea that arresting him was, or at least apprehending him would be okay. And she was fine with that. And was losing trust with Davius. Then there was this funny little shield hanging out on the wall that spoke to Harlan in his mind and basically assured him that together you guys could do great good things. Just pick that shield up. He's the hidden lord. He's a great guy, and he's here to help. Uh, so Harlan grabbed the shield. The rest of you guys took Thavius kind of into custody, but didn't like throw any manacles or anything on him. You were just like, okay, man, you're made, so come with us. We'll take you to the Flaming Fist, and we'll go from there. As you were trying to escape or leave, he attempted to escape. You caught him. Rhea was extremely disappointed in him, and eventually you returned with him in shackles, manacles, to the Basilisk Gate to look for uh, Commander Zaj. Captain Zaj. After speaking with Zaj, he took in your report. He said that some person who came there talking about a Flux Master was beaten and thrown in a cell for raving like a lunatic. He said, no, that person actually is here with useful information. Zaj's superior, Portier, ended up showing up, and she basically informed you that appreciated everything you've done, made sure you guys got your payment, whatever it might have been, whatever Zaj agreed to. She said you would get it, and kind of sent you on your merry after taking Thavius Krieg into custody, so that you can go with Fallister Fisk to Candlekeep in order to determine if this puzzle box truly holds evidence that he was somehow complicit and did something bad, which was something Fallister's mistress believed to be true. So, with that in mind, you guys went about town, got a bath, chilled out a bit, went around shopping, buying various implements of warfare in order to better exert your will upon those weaker than you.
Yes.
Got a few potions
Old people.
and old people, primarily old people, which I'm going to assume is Max's favored foe at this point. Is just the old. Rangers normally have a favored foe, elderly. But you guys are basically meeting up with Fallister outside of the northwestern gate toward the outer city to take his cart and horses and head on over to Candlekeep, which he has informed you is roughly 4 or 5 days journey on even with the horses and the cart. It'll be easier going because it's primarily roads that go all the way to Candlekeep. So that's where we kind of begin, as Fallister's getting everything buttoned down, and I believe Max and Rhea got a coffee before they're about to depart. So as you guys are kind of gathering all your supplies, is there anything else you want to do in town or any other business you had to attend to before you make your way to Candlekeep?
No, sure.
Harlan's just going to reiterate to everybody, hey, everyone got what they needed. I'm buying. As long as it's, super cool. He checks with Morty. He's like, Morty, I know I said I was buying weapons, but is there anything that you needed that I can get you?
Need is your good company, friend.
What?
All right, cool.
I think we're Max and Derv are gonna steal a horse.
Also,
Yeah.
I think I'm recovering from a concussion from a previous day.
Wait, you get hit sometime?
I think so. I slipped in the sewer when no one was looking and I hit my head.
Oh man.
Are you okay?
Dora just laughs.
Derva's
I'm
actually
fine.
going psychotic.
Max looks at Derva is like,
Um,
are you okay?
the fuck?
What the hunk?
My brain
Leroy
vision
hisses.
just went nuts.
Leroy
Leroy
hisses
had-
disapprovingly.
If he had eyebrows, he would raise one out of curiosity about what is going on.
Jesus.
Okay.
Alright. Well, the only thing I would say is that everyone says they got like cool weapons and everything, right? Magic and whatnot. We're good.
Yes, sir.
Looking at my
Alright.
spells now, but I think I'm good.
I need to just
All
double
right.
check everything. I need a sword. I think I got enough arrows. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good
Alright.
too.
Gucci.
Ireland's like, if everyone's got everything they need, we're good to go.
We're good to go.
So as you guys begin to exit the gate, you see, there's various Flaming Fist soldiers holding back refugees from Eltergard. You cut your path through them as you make your way through the outer city, and begin to head across the great span of Worms Crossing on your way to Candlekeep. So let's go ahead for the first day of travel. I'll pick Cat. Roll a d20 for me.
Rolling d20.
Oof.
Ooh.
Ooh, big numbers there. That's my kind of roll.
I saw that 12 and then boom, 2.
Right.
As you guys are kind of making your first day of travel, weather gets kind of bad. It starts to rain. It muddies the path a bit, so it's a little slower going, even with the horses and cart. You're not sure if it's going to affect the overall journey too much, but it's just kind of a slog through the first day. It's a bit uncomfortable. The nice thing is you have a cart, so you can throw a tarp up and at least be out of the rainfall for the most part, except for those who are leading the cart and being on their horses otherwise.
Derva volunteers to be in the rain. She loves it.
Ireland's just riding his horse. It's whatever.
Not his horse. I will not look at his horse.
All right. Eventually, you guys have an evening. You have to camp out, obviously, but you've got plenty of supplies. It looks like Fallister brought tents, enough for the group. He pretty well supplied. Uh, Seems like he got quite a bit of stuff to bring back to Candlekeep with him. But he'll get you guys all set up for the evening. The rain eventually settles down, and you are able to get like a campfire going and everything, and it's pretty safe off the main road to Candlekeep. All right. Second day of travel. Go ahead. Toast. You, Heartland. You, give me a d20 roll, please. Four. Okay. During the travel, Harland eventually you guys have got, a good distance away from Baldur's Gate and just kind of going down the main road. Your shield actually peers into your mind and goes, "So, Harlan, my good friend, I
Shield.
have something
What's
I
up?
need to tell you. It's a trifle of a matter, really. However, I should warn you. I didn't want to say anything while we were in the city, but there is a group of people who are trying to capture me. So, you should be wary.
Who are they?
Oh, there's some weird organization that wants to use me for evil.
Weirdos.
Yes, absolute weirdos. I can't even begin to fathom why they think I would help them.
So what you're saying is, if somebody gets a hold of you, that isn't me. They're gonna use you for evil.
Oh, 100%. I can guarantee that. In your hands, only good will come of me.
I will never let you out of my sight.
Excellent. Will
Don't let
you
him in Max's
promise
hands.
to protect me?
You are my charge. From henceforth.
Is this
That
guy
is-
sketchy, or are we just adopting stray people?
It's talking telepathically in his mind, so none of you
But
guys hear this conversation.
Harlan is still talking like out loud, like
Yeah, Harlan
is
has
100%
established.
still talking
Yeah,
out
he
loud.
is speaking out loud, responding.
I'm staring at Cap to see what his reaction.
You should really avoid just blurting things out as well. Just in general, it's making you look crazy.
Max
Cap
is
is,
I
just
think everyone
staring at
knows you can
Harlan.
talk.
Well, I know, but I guess that's fine.
Yeah, I'm staring at Cap to see what his reaction is, because Cap already acknowledged that he wants the shield gone also.
He's chanting a prayer in infernal and hoping that the shield hears him.
Oh my gosh.
Is your friend okay? Does he need a lozenge? He appears to have a sore throat.
Hey, Cap, you alright? The shield's worried about you.
I'm sure it is.
He asks if you need a lozenge. I don't know what that is, but we could buy one.
It's something to help his throat be less scratchy, because he's speaking in weird, scratchy words.
He says that you're speaking in weird, scratchy words. He's just, he's concerned about your well-being.
It's
your
probably
throat.
scratchy to him because it's prayer, and he doesn't like prayer because he's the devil in a shield.
Does he understand what he's saying?
No, he doesn't. He just says it's weird, scratchy words.
Which gibberish.
Cap just glares.
Gobbledygook to me.
Devil shield.
Are you guys
Cap
asking
just
Harlan if the
glares.
shield understands him?
Yeah.
He just told me it's gibberish. So, whatever. It's gibberish to me too, so
What?
I don't know what
I
Cap
only
is saying.
speak the common tongue, the Lord's tongue, as they say.
He says he only speaks one language, and it's the best language.
Yeah, what's
Common.
the best language?
Common.
Common.
Elvish.
Get those dirty infernals off of our borders, you know what I'm saying?
Weird ass shield.
Jesus Christ.
Max is just, playing with her new sword and staring at it, just trying to pretend like she doesn't see everything that's going on around her.
Durva's picking
Well-
mud off of her toes from the night before walking in the mud.
Ah, crap. Harlan should have bought Derva shoes.
I have shoes. I took them off to play in the mud.
Derva, make a perception check for me.
Ooh la la. Will do. Perception.
Oh, we can do.
You, as you're kind of like futzing through your stuff or trying to take off your shoes to put your feet in the rapidly drying mud, You feel a piece of paper in your pocket.
Okay. I reach in, confused, and grab it.
Right, you pull it out. It's folded, like a little folded piece of paper.
Like a fortune telling 8th grade. Bougie bougie boo,
No,
red, blue, yellow, green.
like just a little piece of paper that's like folded in half and then folded in half
No.
again. You know, like you would
Like,
fold
will you be my
a note.
girlfriend? Yes or
Yeah,
no?
100%. Okay. What I unfold it, lackluster because it's
Uh,
not cool.
you unfold it and there's something written on it, and as you read it, it says you're right. That's all it says.
I'm sorry. The fuck?
Oh shit!
I lean over. I'm sitting next to Max. I lean over to Max and I go, "You see this?"
Oh shit! Does that got the cool S on it?
Max, you lean over
Not
to
the
look at
cool
a
S.
blank piece of paper in Derva's hands.
Oh shit! Max looks at Derva and says, "Yeah, it's a blank piece of paper.
I
What's
look
so
at it
special about
again.
it?"
It's blank.
Oh fuck! Max looks at
Uh,
Derva and is like, "Are you okay?"
is it Max or Cap that can detect magic?
Max
Cap can
can.
detect magic.
I ask
Max
you
can
to.
still cast a spell.
Yeah, one. I ask either one. I guess I'm talking to Max, so I would ask Max. Can you see if
Yeah,
it's magical?
yeah, I can cast magic. Here we go. Did I
All right.
push my button?
You.
Oh,
Oh, you're good.
wait, sorry, I hit it twice.
You cast detect magic. Obviously, you guys bought a bunch of magical gear, so that all immediately pings. The potions and stuff you purchased as well are magical. You ping on Fallister. He appears to be wearing some sort of magical necklace around his neck. Um, and the other thing you ping with that detect magic is the shield. Obviously, it has a very powerful enchantment to it. You can't discern the exact nature of it, but it seems like a warding type magic, or like a seal.
Ah.
Max tells Derva
But nothing
all
on
of
the
this,
paper.
but it says, "There's nothing with that piece of paper. It's just a blank piece of paper, girl."
Can I sniff it?
Yeah, smells like paper.
What the fuck? What you and I talked about the key.
Mhm.
Can I assume that we're taking long rests in between days since we have
Oh
the
yeah,
cart?
100%. Because you
Okay.
guys have to camp, so this would be the following day of travel.
And what we talked about, do I already know these commands or I need to figure them out?
Did you attune to the key?
I thought we talked about it that I did because it shows me.
Then yes.
Okay, so I would know. So Derva reaches into her pocket, not pulling out the key, and whispers to herself, "Only blind I see."
Okay. You guys watch Derva pull out this little obsidian
No, I
key
don't
and
pull it
whisper
out. I leave it in my
something.
pocket because everyone thinks I'm
Oh, you leave
crazy.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
You just kind of whisper that, and as you do so, you see the text on the paper again.
My
But
heart
it's like
drops.
almost like these scratched, like almost like they're in front of the paper and not actually on it, like broken space, scrawled.
Hmm.
And of course they're not gonna be able to see that. Cool.
Nope.
And you watch as the letters on the page shift and they change in front of your vision,
To
and they
what?
clarify. They say, "Good, you're keeping your eyes open."
Derva, who wants to close her eyes so bad, just like kind of like stares forward to the fire in front of us and puts the paper back in her pocket.
Yep, you put it away.
Max looks to Derva and says, "What did you see on that paper?" She knows her friend well enough to know that something's going on.
I turn and I whisper to her, so hopefully only she can hear. I'm right about the shield.
Max looks over to the shield, which she sensed that weird ass sword on it. And she says, "That's a weird ass field."
And since this blind sight lasts for a while, I know it's right next to Harlan, so he'd be able to see. But like, do I see anything? Like,
You don't pick up anything, like nothing invisible skulking around you.
okay, I just wasn't sure if it was around the shield. Like, it makes it seem like the shield is talking, but it's like a little demon that's hanging around the shield or
And
something.
and for all intents and purposes, everyone like Derva looks the same as she always does. This is only something that Derva perceives, as she now perceives the world around her in a different way than she normally does. But her eyes look totally normal. She looks totally fine, and
Not glowing or anything like that.
yeah, nothing happened. She just muttered something and then whispered to you that she's right about the shield, and that's kind of where you're at.
Derva throws herself against the ground and just lets out a ah.
Rhea, who's kind of like on a horse, looks back and goes, "Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right.
Are you tired? Do you want to get on my horse with me? I can."
I would like that very much.
She'll extend a hand to pull you up on her horse.
I lay against her back.
Aw. Equine
And
therapy.
she'll just give a nod and, snap the reins on her horse, and you guys continue on the path. Other than that, it's an uneventful day of travel. As you head into the third day, you come across a place. You see these two great bridges that meet a tall, rocky island that rises from the middle of a river. I believe this is the right place. But yeah, there's buildings and merchant stalls lined the sides of both bridges, making it impossible to see the river from a narrow, congested roadway that cuts between those structures. A wooden drawbridges connect the two bridges to a keep situated atop the island. The flags of Baldur's Gate and the Flaming Fist wave proudly above this fortress. You guys would know this, and offhand, to be Worm's Crossing, which is kind of like a gateway to the road beyond that you have to pass through in order to get to the greater parts of Faerun and to Candlekeep. But it's basically this third day of travel. Part of it is you guys kind of queuing in a kind of almost like a border check kind of line with your carts and everything to make it through to the other side of the gate. So while you guys are there, everyone give me perception checks.
Are we still on day 2?
You're on day 3 now.
Okay.
You reached this crossing on day 3, we'll say.
Oops, shoot.
Because I don't
forgot
know
to
the
click on my-
geography of Faerun well, I'm calling it day 3.
Okay.
Harlan.
Harlan is too focused on his cool ass horse and his cool ass shield.
Max.
Um,
So perceptive.
Cat and Derva, because there's like a lot of merchants and things like that. It's a pretty busy, area because it's kind of like a border checkpoint. So there's a lot of like activity, trade, stuff like that. But Cat and Derva, you guys spot a kind of an elderly looking man bumps into Harlan. And goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And he's turning away, and you see that he's got Harlan's bag of holding clutched in his arm and is slowly
Max gets her
walking
bow
away.
ready. Oh, prime target.
Cap and Derva see this.
Yeah.
Max doesn't.
Oh, damn it.
I instantly cast Derva's Ugly Crying on the old man to stop him.
Okay. It's a wisdom save.
Correct. Sorry. Also, so it puts one of my slots down.
With the natty 1, You watch as this old man crumples the gross.
Drop it, old man.
Turn to this. What made me turn to this life of crime? I'm so sorry. As he drops the bag of holding on the ground.
Harlan, grab your bag.
What?
Grab your bag.
Please.
What the shit?
Oh, what have I done? Why? Why am I crying?
Why are you
Harlan,
crying?
Harlan, I guess, notices his bag since Durvis said so, and goes to pick it up.
Your
Derva.
shield peers into your mind, goes, you know what we did to thieves in my homeland? We took their hands. Won't let them thieve again, you know?
That sucks.
Once
I'm not
he
a cop
grabs,
anymore, though.
once he grabs
All
his
right.
bag, I
Just something on the table for justice.
drop concentration.
He gets up and he like dusts himself off and goes, all right, well, I guess
I think actually instead of him getting up, I think Harlan would have pulled him up and then intimidated him to
all right.
don't. Like just one word, don't.
Roll an intimidation check. I'll give you advantage because Derva like floored him with a spell instantly.
With a 1.
Okay. You can roll again as well. Okay, 17. He goes, I swear, I'll not leave people like you alone. You know what? I'll leave everyone alone. Like I said, what did I turn to this life of crime for? That's crazy. I should just get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go. And starts running away. A lot sprier and a lot less old than you initially thought. He's like, he starts running away.
Oh my god.
Harlan thinks to himself, he's gonna do good in the world now.
Excellent work. Intimidating him is another great option.
And Max
It's-
is an asshole, so she sees what's going on and she purposely misses, but knocks an arrow to go flinging right past his head, just as a, keep him on the
Okay.
straight and narrow.
So your intent is to miss.
And my intent is to miss.
All right, roll an attack roll.
Okay.
Oh no.
Please tell me you're not firing into a crowd.
Oh no. Hopefully she hits another old man.
He fits the description. Pulls back bow and arrow.
She should have advantage. It's her people.
All right,
my
with the
God.
23, you hit your mark, meaning you miss.
See,
This was if you rolled another natural one, I was going to say you beat him in the back, but he escapes. And it hot foots it even faster as the arrow like slams right next to his foot. He's like, "Oh God, I'm sorry."
I high five Max.
Max
So
goes,
fucking mean, bro. So mean to everybody.
The
to old
shield
people.
audibly laughs in
Max
Harlan's
goes-
mind. She's a great one.
Yeah, she's all right.
Oh my
Max
god.
high-fives Derva and then nods at Cap. She said he deserves
The shield of red flags.
it.
Leroy nods approvingly as well.
Yes.
Leroy is evil.
You're right. You take him as you get him, right?
He bonded with Max. I mean, what else do you expect?
So as you guys eventually make it through the checkpoint fairly easily. They're just making sure you don't have like illicit goods smuggled, anything or anything like that. They're used to seeing adventures with weird shit on them, so they don't really even balk at the shield. They're just like, all right, whatever, fucking move. So more of these guys, right, Bill? So you guys make it through, no issues. And Fallister greases the wheels as well, make sure things go smoothly. He's got all the paperwork. It's no big deal.
What a good guy.
Yeah, and watching Fallister operate, it's obvious that this is a guy who's very adept in, crossing borders, getting things done, having everything, buttoned up and ready to go ahead of time. So you guys are in very good hands traveling with him. But yeah, that you guys eventually come to the evening. after crossing the Worm's Crossing. But yeah, you guys eventually come
awesome.
to camp for the evening. Everything's all set up. Fallister's putting up tents again. He's very quick with it. He asked a few people for help here, and then he goes, "You mind holding that there for me?" And you guys kind of pin down some tents, and Rhea goes off, grabs some firewood, comes back, and sets up another fire. It's a bit chilly this evening, especially after it's been raining a little bit. But yeah, you guys are all just kind of around the fire, and Rhea is sitting there with. What's everyone? Give me insight checks, I suppose.
So insightful.
Crit my pants.
See, it comes with Rhea. He crits.
Oh yeah. Anyone else? He's got no idea. Cap is thinking about bones.
A natural one.
All right. So Derva and Harlan, I'd say you pick up on this. There's a very thoughtful look on Rhea's face. As she's just kind of like throwing in, wood and prodding the fire. That camping scene of someone, where they're there for the camping and everything. It's great to be around people, but they're in their own head, like real deep. That's
Like
kind of
they're stoking the fire, but staring at the smoke, but really staring through it.
yeah, exactly. And like that very deep, thoughtful look on her face.
Harlan pops a squat next to her.
Derva sees
She
Harlan
kinda
pop a
snaps.
squat, and I pop a squat on the other side.
She kind of
Closer.
snaps out of it for a second, and she goes, "Oh, bit of a chilly night, right?"
It is.
I get even closer, as thinking it's a
Oh,
hint.
hello.
Harlan doesn't move because he respects personal space.
What's personal space?
Something that you apparently don't have.
Yeah, you should definitely learn about it, darling.
I'm all ears.
Max looks at Derva and says, Derva, too close, too close.
Oh! I scoot over like a centimeter.
She gives a smile, like at your best attempt.
Big smile. I just got a smile.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long now. Less than, I think Valis just said, a day or two left on our trip.
I think so. I think Harlan recalls it being a 4-day trip. Or something.
We're so close.
4 or 5, they said. But she just kind of prods the fire.
Derva scoots farther apart so she can strum her lute and asks if she wants her to play some like AC/DC, which isn't what she thinks it is. It's a band nowadays.
Some AC/DC.
They sing porn star
Margarita
dancing.
song.
Some CACD.
CACD. They sing this song called "Porn Star Dancing."
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a performance check if you want to go ahead and just start jamming.
Fuck yeah, I do. Fuck. Least performance board.
You're just a little off, You start to play, but then you get that things have been so strange and things have been bothering you, and it's like the shadows are creeping on you, and you kind of, hit a bad chord, and you look behind you, and then shake your head. And she just goes, "That's all right. Appreciate the effort. But I don't know."
Can with that, I kind of like. You said I'm in my head.
Yeah.
Could I walk off like away from the fire and pull that paper out again, and whisper, "Only blind I see"?
Sure. You walk off to look at the paper.
This time the key is
And
out since I'm away from everyone.
all right. So you guys watch Derva just start to walk away from the camp for a minute. And as you're walking away, Derva, you pull out the paper and the key, and you look at the paper, and your vision clarifies the same strange, scratchy writing, and it merely reads, "You're getting close."
Can I try and talk to it and ask closer to what?
The lettering shifts and says Candlekeep.
I ask, give me a sign.
Give me your sign.
Yes, exactly.
She's got her spirit box out
I got my
in the
spirit box
forest.
out.
How did you die? No.
Where are you?
You.
Do you want a kiss?
You watch as the writing breaks apart and begins to scroll a drawing, and you see a line, a line, a line, a line, a line, and then you see two dots between a couple of the lines.
Do I recognize this as anything?
Yeah, it's the perspective from the cell.
Oh,
The dots are the eyes of the thing you saw.
Oh, that give me chills.
Derva
And
just
then
says
under
shield.
it, some writing appears. It's a shame when people don't believe you.
Derva turns around really fast and just looks at the shield and asks, why me?
And then the lettering clarifies again. Because you and I, we're very much alike.
I put it back in my pocket and walk back to the group.
Okay. While that's going on, Derva's walked off Harlan after striking a bad chord, literally.
Yep.
Ooh.
And yeah, you're left there with Rhea and the other folks around the campfire. So this is a separate scene from Derva walking off to the woods.
Harlan, he notices when that's why he sat down. He noticed the forlorn look on her face, staring off into nothing, and he's like, "Rhea, I'm not the best with words, but if there's something on your mind, I can hear it out."
She gives a sigh and she goes, just thinking about the statues of Zariel, and you see she's got like this little crest on her armor of the Hell Riders, and she looks at it and just kind of polishes it a moment and thinks, it was over a century past when the Great Troubles began for Elturel. Fiends roamed the lands to the north and west. Fields were despoiled, livestock slaughtered, homes razed, and people dragged off to terrible and unknowable fates. Terror gripped the hearts of everyone. The city's cavalry rode across the land, striking down fiends wherever they found them, and suffering fearful losses. But it was never enough. For every fiend that was destroyed, it seemed as though two more appeared elsewhere. The ruler of Elturel, the High Rider, asked his people to pray to the gods for aid. To everyone's astonishment, a mighty angel entered the city the next day. Her name was Zariel, which means companion of light. The prayers of Elturel had been heard, and help had come. Zariel located the gate through which the fiends were entering the world, on the fields of the dead west of the city. Zariel declared that she would lead the cavalry into Avernus itself, destroying the infernal host that was massing there, and striking a great blow against the forces of darkness. The High Riders sent out the riders of Elturel, now numbering many thousands with Zariel. She bestrode a golden mastodon. With a great cry, Zariel and her army charged through the gate into Avernus. The legions of Avernus trembled and buckled, but did not crumble. Zariel was defeated. She kind of prods the fire again, and the remnants of her army returned to Elturel, overcome with grief at the loss of their glorious general, but confident that the lords of the Nine Hells would think twice about threatening Elturel again. Their great celebrations to honor the valiant knights of the cavalry, who became known as Hell Riders from that day on. I aspired to be that, and now Elturel's gone. She kind of throws the stick into the fire.
Harlan, he looks down at the dirt real quick, rummages through his bag, and pulls out the puzzle box. And he just kind of holds it in his hand. And he's like, well, Rhea, I don't have much experience with Hell Riders or anything that you've gone through, but I do have extensive experience in fighting. And you've brought great honor to the name Hell Rider through what I've seen, through what you've done. And with any luck, this little journey we're on now with this puzzle box is going to help us grip the heart of terror and show it what it really means to fear.
I won't even ask for a persuasion roll on that. She just smiles and gives a nod. He says, if there's something that can be done, some way to save my home, I hope that I'll have all of you at my back to do it.
Wherever there is evil, you bet your ass I'll be there, dabbing it, punching it, and flexing afterwards.
She actually chuckles at that.
Max,
Well, good.
Max has been listening from across the fire and just lifts her bow and nods. Says, "I'll be there."
Flex.
Derva's walking
And of
back in
course,
and
you
hears
had
it.
my spells.
Derva hears the end of it as she's walking back in and says, I'll be there.
And you'll have my hammer.
And you'll have my bow.
We didn't need to do a Lord of the Rings thing, but thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Leroy hisses, "You have my scales."
Leroy doesn't care about the fate of Elturel. However, the opportunity to kill more things is always appealing.
Always appealing to him.
He gives a hiss of murderous intent.
Since my horse is telepathically linked to me, when I said that I'll have my sword, it does the whole neighing on two hind legs and getting up in the air real quick, and it stomps really hard right behind me.
Excellent.
It's fucking awesome.
It puts on a bit of a pageantry. But yeah, you guys, even without any insight checks or anything like that, you can tell that this is uplifted Rhea's spirits.
God, we're so fucking awesome.
After that, Harlan just gives Rhea some of his polish and starts polishing weapons.
And she'll polish the brand new sword you bought her, which is
Hell
great
yeah.
because she didn't have a magical weapon, so this is great. But yeah, the evening passes by unless anyone else had any other business for that evening.
Nope.
Nope. Cap is just messing with his bone shield, using heat metal to change the colors in the shield.
Pretty.
Are you trying to like spruce it up, or what are you trying to do with it?
Yeah, no, there's no stat change or anything. Just sprucing the color.
If you're just like sprucing up, go ahead and give me be like a crafting type check for fluxing. Well, you're a forge cleric, right?
Yeah. I have a like a whole feat that feature that does that.
Yeah, then I'll say give me a d20 roll plus your wisdom. So a wisdom check, we'll call it.
So wise.
So wise. I think okay. You begin to work on the shield, with your forge tools and things like that. It's a little hard to work with bone. You've never quite worked with that material before, so it's a little bit slow going. But you think if you keep at it, you might be able to do something to enhance this shield a bit. But you're not there yet.
So,
It's pretty
All
dope.
right. Hey, it's fun. It's D&D. Let's do fun things with our classes, right?
Just
So yeah, you guys finish for the evening and begin to head out. Not sure what this track is. Let's see if it's good.
I hope Cap ends up getting a move that's kind of like Bone Storm.
Like bones like starts circling around him and like a shield.
Hell yes.
bone saw is ready.
I mean, he's basically trying to make the necromancer shield from Diablo, so
No one knows what that is.
Wait, what? Shit, I'm sorry. Oh, this has got dogs and shit in there. We'll just go with something else. Yeah, the other one's got horses. We'll figure that out later. But you guys continue down the path the following day, heading towards Candlekeep. Eventually, I hope you guys are enjoying the theater of the mind stuff here, not having to go to lunch map. So
Yeah, it's beautiful.
eventually, you guys come across what appears to be a farmer who's kind of up on. He's not on top. He's like there's a cart on this kind of narrowed down road. This larger cart that's attached to these two draft horses. It's kind of blocking the way. And you see this farmer. Looks like an elven man wearing a very simple, plain cloth with various like bushels of like wheat or something like that in his cart, and he's got a broken wheel, and he's just like, ah, damn it, because he's in your way directly and attempting to fix this cart.
Anyone got a mend?
I do actually.
Get this guy out of our way. We've got business that I don't want to
Move,
do.
bitch!
Get out the way!
Get out the way!
Derva starts strumming for Max to sing.
Move.
I said, move, bitch, get out the way,
Right.
get out the way, bitch, get out the way.
So you just waltz up to him and just yell, "Move, bitch!"
I sing it.
Max hollers
goes-
it from the back.
I'm trying to. I'm sorry. The
Try
cart broke
harder.
down. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't have a retinue of people like you do. It's hard being a farmer on these lands, okay? We have a lot going on for us.
Could we possibly trade work for a horse there? You got two.
You want to trade work? I mean, I need them to pull all of my goods to market.
You
Do you really?
also need a fixed wheel that we could snap together real quick.
If you're trying to grift me into giving you a horse for fucking wheel repair, you're crazy.
They've told me this many times.
Max
I don't-
looks over and she is crazy. That's why we love her.
Look, I'm trying to get out of your. If you want to have, and he looks to Harlan and Cap and points at both of them. You two look strong. Can you help me just lift this so I can put the wheel, get this back set and fix this wheel?
Yeah.
Would you two help?
Yeah, definitely.
Couldn't
Alright,
have
Is
he
the
horse.
wheel
beckons-
like broken, or is it just off?
It looks like it came unattached.
Oh,
So it looks
okay.
like if you could
Oh,
pull
okay.
up, like
Yeah.
yank up the cart and he can set the wheel, and he can't do it
Yeah.
on his own. He's just one guy, and it looks like there's a lot of heavy stuff.
Harlan
No, for
looks
sure.
at Cap as like, I bet you I could lift this by myself.
Oh my god.
Cap does not give him a chance to lift it by himself, obviously.
He lets Cap try to lift it by himself.
All right. As you guys are approach over to the cart, can I get perception checks from the both of you?
Yeah.
Shazam!
Jesus.
Grip my pants.
When it doesn't matter, there he goes.
Not Shazam.
What do you mean? Oh, crits always matter.
So who was going to go lift up the cart first? Cap.
I was gonna let Cap
was.
try.
Cap, give me a strength check.
Okie dokie. No, stop rolling poopy.
It's not for not being strong, but this thing is really heavy. And as you're straining, Harlan, you see a hand coming out of the cart and starts to reach for your shield.
I grab the hand.
And I need everyone to roll initiative as I'll take
No,
you
see,
to the
I
battle
knew
map.
it. I knew it.
I was
like,
wondering
there's
why you
something
started
sick.
fucking moving shit.
I was like, here we go.
Hey, your horse. I'm gonna get you that
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
horse.
I'm gonna get
Alright,
that horse.
So
That
Cap's
horse
up
is
here.
mine. It's ours, Derva.
Yes, there's two.
Harlan's about here. The farmer is here.
Oh!
It
was on a 19.
I'll let you guys, for everyone who's not immediately in the combat, I'm going to draw a line here. You can place yourself anywhere on the left side of that. So over on this side.
Where? Okay, hold on. Where was the guy I was talking to? Was it close to there, or not?
He's over here. He's
The
next
farmer's
to you,
next to me.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta zoom out here.
Which you'll immediately watch as this illusion dissipates off the farmer, and you see this figure, winged devil, standing before you, Harlan.
An androgynous foe.
Wouldn't I be up there since I was talking to him?
You can talk from further away. Than
Okay, I just didn't know
but
how
if
far.
If you'd like to be up there,
I don't
you may
want
be.
to be, but I want to know like how far this.
I
is.
personally think you'd be like here in the cart with all the.
No, but I feel like I would be closer just because I don't know how far this is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't know.
Oop, there we go. Derva, I'm sorry, Max, you're 24. There we go. And Derva, you should be 4, right?
No, you added 2, unless I gained initiative somehow. It looks like you added 1.
Did I?
I have a +2.
Okay,
now.
cool. Oh, perfect. Good. I probably fixed that at one point and forgot I fixed it.
Perfect.
I do that kind of thing. I'm an idiot.
Look at you.
Look at you.
I do that once in a while. My brain is.
My brain is dumb.
That's a word.
All right, so let me go ahead and roll for Rhea. We'll use her brand new stat block.
All right, does everybody see that? Well, no, we saw this person turn into the devil thing. So, Max.
You watch as an illusion fades
Yeah.
immediately as the combat starts, but not before that.
And I'm holding somebody's hand.
So is does Cap notice that there's people inside this cart yet?
Oh, they're throwing everything up. They're about to fight. So yeah, you would notice. It, like
Okay.
as the combat
Okay.
pops off, like they were under some tarps, like hidden amongst the weed, and they like are throwing the tarps off to
Now they have the solid snake exclamation point over them.
yeah. Bloop!
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The shield
Look
warned
at
me.
my
People
horse. My
were out
horse
to get
is
him.
amazing.
I'm not gonna roll for the draft horses because
Yeah, we're not fighting the horses. We're taking them. Now I don't feel bad about
Hey.
taking them.
Why?
Before when we see this happen, Derva's happy because she hasn't killed anyone in a while and looks at Max and says, "I'm naming mine Mocha."
And I will name mine Chino.
Chino.
Mocha and
Mocha
Chino.
Chino. Yes.
Max says, "Do not harm the horses."
Pretty sure Cap wants to eat the horses.
No.
Cap.
Cap's hungry.
Cap.
Yeah, he's hungry.
We have
Oh.
rations
Yeah.
in the bags.
He needs meat, okay?
Leave Mocha Chino alone. Mocha and Chino. It's weird to say. I thought you said Dino at first. I was like Dino the dinosaur?
Cap forgot to get a
This is
steak
like,
in the last town, so he needs to eat one of these horses.
No.
No.
All right. Yeah. The combat begins, and because you guys rolled good enough perception checks, they don't get a surprise round on you.
Do I have a hold of one of them since I grab his hand?
Technically, no.
Oh.
It's just you saw them coming, so you started to like pull away and try and grab them. It's kind of where we're at. Just for the purposes of the parlance of combat. But let me delete this goalpost line and Max. You watch as Cap is straining to pull up this cart. These 3 heavily armored men pop up out of all this wheat and like hay after these tarps get thrown off, and this thing turns into some sort of devil. It says, "Give us the shield!"
And Max mutters to herself. She's like, "Are you serious?" And then she casts Spike Growth right in front of kind of where Harlan is.
Okay.
Because she yeah.
It's what, a 20-foot sphere. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you can hear Harlan saying, get off me.
Ew.
I don't know you. That's my purse.
Don't touch me.
You want it north?
Mm-mm. Down where no, that's Cap. Sorry, down where by Cap is.
So, like, here.
Yeah.
Okay. So they can't
just-
retreat through here.
Correct. Yep, they cannot retreat towards us.
Cool. All right. So you are concentrating on spike growth. Any movement?
And then she is going to stay where she is.
And then you can bonus action your snake if you'd like him to do something.
Yeah, let's send Leroy into the head towards Green Boy. Let me
Just remember that spike growth does affect allies as well as enemies.
Oh.
Send them up
How about the
north
red
to
dude?
force them into the spikes.
I'm sorry?
I was gonna say send them up north so you force them into the spikes. No one's gonna run at a snake.
Yeah, Leroy could move up to like here and strike from 10 feet away to the guy in the cart.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that.
All right, move your boy.
Sorry, I hadn't popped out my screen for
Oh
him.
yeah.
Right, so I
Yeah.
can go one right about here, I think.
You'd have to get to about here if you
About
want to
there.
attack,
There we go.
and you could reach red.
I could reach red easily with that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we
He's
go.
in the cart, so he technically has cover, so he's a little bit of a bonus to his AC, but
Okay.
you can still attack him.
Come on, Leroy.
Jesus.
Wow.
16 on this guy. Leroy snaps at him and he goes, "Oh!" A snake! And then he pulls back and dodges out of the way.
What's a snag?
So he
All right,
didn't
it's
hit him?
Wait, he didn't hit him?
he missed, unfortunately.
Oh, he
These
missed.
guys are pretty
Leroy.
heavily armored.
Okay.
They're wearing it looks like splint mail, so it's some heavier armor. It's this guy's turn. He's gonna jump out of the cart, come up here, and take 2 swings at Cap. And he's gonna 2-hand his longsword. 13 misses and crit hits.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
that will be, hold on, it's a d10, so 22 total points of damage. As
Okie dokie.
yeah, for the way I do crits, he maxes the 10 plus the 12 he rolled. So yeah, he jumps up and saw kind of while you were like moving around, like your arm was up, he could see a little gap in your armor, and he plunges the blade right into it. Gets a good hit on you. And he says, "Just give up the shield and we'll go."
Never. I cough out blood.
All right, it's Mortimer's turn. He goes, "Oh no!
Cast bonfire.
All right, I got a bit of a different idea." He's going to put a hand on Rhea's shoulder, and he goes, "You got this!" And he's going to cast haste on her. So she is hasted, which means she gets a +2 to her AC, and she gets an additional attack on her turn.
Nice.
And he's just gonna back his ass up. All right, good luck.
Wow.
Fallister's
Morty.
turn. You got this. Fallister is going to go. Oh, shit, and he pulls out a hand crossbow. And he's gonna move up right next to Max here and fire at Blue. Hand crossbow. The 13 misses, unfortunately. He says, "Damn it!" And he goes to reload. Does he only get? Oh, he gets 2 shots, so he's gonna fire again. Rolling bad. He misses twice, unfortunately, which is a shame. Green's turn. Green was trying to grab the shield, so he jumps down, not seeing the spikes, into the spikes. So go ahead and roll 2d4 damage for him. He goes, "Ah! Oh, fuck!" He takes 5 points of damage. And then he's going to attempt to grapple you, Harlan, so he can pull the shield away. So I need you to make an athletics check against his athletics. Or athletics or acrobatics against his athletics.
Does that count as an ability check?
Odd.
It does. He's grappled your shield, and he's starting to pull it away from you. He hasn't got it yet, though. But
Okay.
he'll use his second attack to try and pull the shield away. So I need another one from you. You manage to hold it firm, and he goes, "Just let go of it.
The shield doesn't
Nope.
want you.
Tell them not to touch me."
Shield says, "Don't touch it. Don't touch him."
All right, that's his turn. Harlan, you're up.
What happened to the mighty smiting from the
Harlan
shield?
is very angry that this ne'er-do-well is trying to steal his holy shield.
Let's bathe him in holy fire.
No, I'm too close. But good idea though. He's gonna cast Searing Smite.
Okay.
He's gonna add that, and he's gonna add that to his attacks. Well, one of his attacks. Bum bum bum. So, Chris.
Misses. He throws up his longsword and parries, but the second one, you pull it back and hit him right under the shoulder. And roll your damage.
6 plus 6, so 12.
12 damage, nice. I knew why his health wasn't updating. Oh, that's why. Anywhere. Whatever, I can see it. Alright, anything else in your turn, Harlan? As you stab him and fire bursts out.
Hmm. No, I'm good.
He's going to... Okay, it is this guy's turn. He's going to look to you and cast Command. And he says, drop the shield. And I need you to make... let me, what's the spell save DC? Go ahead and make a Wisdom save. You fail. DC's 14, so on your next turn, you have to drop the shield on the ground.
Damn.
And that'll be your action for your turn. Alright, it's Red's turn. Red is going to... yeah, he's just going to swing twice at Cap. Yeah! Yeah! Holy crap, Cap.
Jesus Christ.
Shit.
It's a 22 for 9, and then a 25 for 18, so 27 total. As these guys have apparently... Because you were pulling up the cart, you were not prepared for this onslaught. As they're
I was
laying into you.
not. At all. Just give me my turn. Give me one. Give me one
See,
turn.
that's
Your turn's coming up. Your turn's coming up.
That's why Max doesn't like to be nice to people. You guys try to be nice. You tried to steal a horse.
It's Rhea's turn, and actually with haste, her speed is doubled, so like the Flash, she pops in right up here, runs all the way around, gets in this space, and goes, I got you back! And starts to swing at, she'll go for blue first. And she gets actually 3 strikes because of the haste. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, she lands all 3 hits.
Fuck yeah.
So and she's two-handing, so it's the 10, the 12, and the 11. So 22, 33 points of damage as she slashes into this fellow right here, and you see him like double over as she just pummels him with blows. And she just nods to Cap like, get out of here. I'll take these guys. And Cap, it's your turn.
All right. So as any character, they can make 1 bonus action and then 1 action, right?
Correct. As long as
Okay.
if they're spells, though, you can only cast 1 leveled spell per turn.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, I think I have. I can drink a potion as an action, then take a bonus action spell.
Drinking a potion for players is a bonus. So you could do a bonus action to drink a
It's a bonus.
potion, and then action to do whatever else.
Let's do that. How do I drink a potion?
You could just click. It's slash roll 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, there it is. I think I accidentally did it.
Oh, did it work? Okay, you used
Yep.
it. Perfect. There you go. 6 hit points back.
Cool. Okay. Let's
And-
do that. So heal 6.
And then just remove that 1 potion from your inventory.
Yep. Potion. Delete. And then I will touch you. on red.
On red?
Yeah.
Do you want to go after the hurt one or the guy who's full health? Red's a full health.
The hurt one is going to die soon. So
Okay.
that's just
Going
the
for
way
red.
I play video games. So we're going with
You
red.
got it. You're on red. Send it. Oh, a
Send.
10 does not hit.
That is
Unfortunately,
unfortunate.
you reach out with that good old necrotic energy, but he just ducks by and is not hit.
I will touch you.
You feel your bones rattle.
Yeah. Can I move after that or no?
You can, but if you move away from these guys, they'll get
Right,
attacks of
right.
opportunity. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
I
You
didn't
can take the
disengage.
gamble. Yeah.
Nah, I'm just gonna
Hold
gonna
fast.
sit here, hold fast, and hope that my teammates kill one of these guys at least, and that I don't take another crit.
All right, Durba, you're up.
Cap's looking hurt, so I am going to throw Vicious Mockery at the guy who made him drop his shield. Or not Cap. Made Harlan drop his shield.
I haven't dropped it yet.
Yeah, you will though.
True.
But you don't know that technically.
Okay, wisdom save from this creature. It has. Is it not now? Really? Okay. Wisdom save. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
14.
Oh no!
He saves. Yeah, just barely.
And then
That's your action.
my where's it at? React. The bonus action, healing word. But since it's a reaction, I can only cast it as first level, correct?
No, you can cast healing word as a bonus, however high you want.
Okay. Fuck. Let's do 2, 4 plus.
Yeah, it's
3.
not the levels of the spell. It's that it's a leveled spell.
What's your max?
So,
60. Fuck it. I'll do a third
Yeah.
level healing word on Cap.
Nice. 12 hit points back, Cap.
Dope. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Any movement, Durva?
Nope.
All right, Max.
Okay. So Max is gonna shoot at blue.
All right, fire away. That hits for 11. Nice. He's still standing.
And then Leroy is gonna take his revenge.
Remember, you
Why
get
is
2
this
shots now at your level,
Oh.
so you can shoot again.
Actually, he did not. Yeah, let me do another shot because that was more effective than Leroy.
Leroy hisses at you.
I know. Just saving you, buddy.
Oh!
Oh, yes.
Max,
I'm here
how
to
do you
rescue.
want to dispatch this guy with your dead aim?
My dead aim. Max watching Cap, barely struggling to stay alive, and Blue going right towards her snake, says, "I'm so tired of this shit," and shoots an arrow straight at his heart.
Yeah, you watch as because he's wearing kind of like a heavier armor, but you get a good angle as he's turned, swinging at Cap that goes right under the armor and pierces in a diagonal fashion into his heart, and he goes. It falls to the ground.
Just dies immediately.
And she says, "Don't touch him."
Wondrous shot.
But yeah, he
Oh.
falls dead to the ground. And it would have been his turn next. Good job.
There you go.
Leroy still has his, if you'd like to.
Leroy is gonna go after Red.
All right. He'll have. Oh,
There
he's
we go.
within 10 feet. Yeah, so he can.
Yeah.
Come on, Leroy.
Come on, buddy.
Jesus Christ. All the dice.
18
All of the
hits.
dice.
All right, needs to make a con save for the poison. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Here he goes. He's going to take a total of 21 points of damage. As
night.
the snake enters his veins. The Silver Death deals another mighty blow to one of your foes.
Beware is very proud of himself and looks at Derva for fingers.
They call him Quicksilver.
I just smile
Alright.
awkwardly.
He
Leroy,
looks
we've been
expectantly
through
like-
this.
Where's the fingers?
Is it-
Clearly gonna have to get some refill our stock after this.
We're going to have to. Only these are fucking demons, it looks like. I hope they're not. I hope they stay. Actually,
Mortimer is going to cast. He wants to keep concentration on haste, so he's going to cast. He sees this thing do something to Harlan, and he's going to cast a level 2 magic missile at it, whatever this guy is.
He's a bastard, Morty. Get him.
17 points of damage, force damage to this thing. Alright, Mortimer goes, alright, whatever, you all take that. And a bunch of missiles fly out and hit it.
fuck yeah.
Fallister's
Fuck yeah, Morty.
turn. He's going to fire 2 shots with his hand crossbow at Red in the cart. Come on, Fallister, connect. Ah, damn it! Just misses. Alright, it's Green's turn. Green is going to see that you have come under a spell. He's going to ready his action to pick up the shield and run. Oh, well, he could not do that. He's going to...
He can run right straight through those spikes.
He sure can.
Yeah. He knows they're there now that he stepped in them.
Does he take more spike damage now that he's still there?
No, it's only when he moves.
Gotcha.
He's
So
gonna
if he
actually
moves
step
forward,
out.
does he get it?
No, it's only when he moves through them. So yeah. So jumping into them, moving out. No, moving out he would take some too, I think. So go ahead and roll another 2d4 as he like steps out. God, shit. Takes another 7. My fucking feet. God, we need to get out of here. He says to the the devil. He says, "Grab this shield, you idiot! He hasn't dropped it yet." And he's gonna hold his action to grab the shield once it's dropped. Speaking of which, Harlan, on your turn, you are compelled to drop the shield.
Am I compelled to drop it in any specific way?
You were told to drop the shield.
Throw it!
Can I throw it?
Drop the shield.
Drop
Oh,
it
like-
into the spikes.
Can I drop it with gusto?
No.
No,
Damn.
Maybe just lean a little bit to the left when you drop
because throwing something and dropping something are two very different things. So I'll say no. You
it. Can
would
he fall
let
to the
it
left?
go. I mean, not really. It would be
Damn.
within his space. So, but yeah. As much as I'd love to shenanigans that, it was a pretty specific command of dropping an item. So you would spend your turn dropping the shield to the ground.
Can I drop it in a way to where it falls under the cart?
No.
Damn.
You just drop
No
it.
shenanigans.
And
me
as you
out.
drop it, this guy leans down and picks it up. But that was all he could do. So he's just got it now. But you hear in your mind, Harlan, You should have burned them! They're going to take me away!
I did burn him. I did burn him.
So we are at this creature's turn. He's going to... He got the shield in his hands, but now this idiot's holding it. And he'll just take a couple of strikes at you, Harlan. He's got a
Strikes?
spear with him.
Cutting words.
All right. So against the first attack or the second?
Let's go first.
There's a spear first, so go ahead and roll cutting words, which I believe is a D8.
8. Yep. It's a 6 above you.
6, so that'd be 19 to hit Harlan. Remember, you don't have your shield right.
Yeah, my AC is technically 16 right now.
Damn it!
Okay, so that would hit. Second spear strike is a 15, so the second one will miss. So you take 16 points from the first spear strike. And he's going to go back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He says, "Come on, you idiot!" And he starts waving at the guy with the shield. You can take an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I do take attack of opportunity. And since I don't have a shield, I'll be taking a two-handed attack of opportunity
Sure
with
thing.
my spear.
17 hits.
Nice.
Nine. Okay. All right, yeah, you slash him on his way out and just fucking mortals! Come on! And then it is this guy's turn. Red is going to see this whirling dervish here and start swinging at her. His long sword. 1. Oh my god! 2 crits.
Jesus Christ.
Hachi machi. This guy has rolled, I think, 3 or 4 crits.
He's critting his friends.
Hot
Yeah.
dice. Hot dice.
So 14 and 14, so 28 total. Luckily, he rolled pretty low. But Rhea takes 28 points of damage. As this guy swings at her twice. And he sees his master fleeing, and he goes, shit! And he starts to and jump off the cart. So Rhea and Cap, and I think Leroy, because he's got 10-foot reach, they all get attacks of opportunity.
Cool.
So Rhea's going to swing. Rhea pays him back.
That does not hit.
Damn.
Jeez.
Leroy misses. Rhea gets... oh my god, Rhea does max damage crit, 24 points of damage.
Sheesh.
As she gets hit
Yeah, it's a
real
beast.
hard twice, this guy starts to run away, and she just lashes out with the shiny new +1 sword given to her, and catches him like right in the back of the calf, and he starts limping out of the cart, and is looking real fucked up as he's bleeding really badly. That's his turn. And it's Rhea's turn. She's going to go, because she's at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Her first slash is going to be on this guy. Misses. She'll do another strike. That one hits. So 8 points to this guy, and she's got one more strike. She's going to try and take him out of the equation. 19 hits for another 8. So 10 and 8, so 18. Yeah, she cuts this guy's head off as he's trying to flee.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
And she sees the guy with the shield, and she's going to run right up to him in her pose to stop him. Because she's got double her movement from the haste that Morty put on.
I was about to
Oh,
say, how much
nice.
fucking
Zoomed.
movement does she have?
Right now, she has 60 feet of movement with haste.
Jesus. She's crazy.
Nice.
So I gave Morty
She's a beast.
haste to help you guys out, and she was the closest melee fighter to him.
Cheese and
It was
rice.
Cat.
Ha! It's my turn.
Yeah.
Kapung.
You watch Rhea like dart off and bounce off like the cliffside wall, cut a dude's head off, and then intercept another.
Cap is like visually impressed, like literally actually stunned. He just missed like horribly, and then Ray just showed him up. So he's feeling a need to redeem himself. He sees that green is pretty much a trap, so he's gonna try a guiding bolt on the devil.
All right, nice. Go ahead and say.
And while you do that, Harlan's like, Ray and I got this guy. Go for the other bastard. He's screaming at everybody.
Come on, guiding bolt. Oh, Cap. It misses. It goes wide.
Oof.
Those three, you're like rolling 3s and 4s. Damn.
Yeah, unfortunate.
That was your action.
Yep.
Yeah, Max can drop the concentration. Since
Okay.
they're going
Yeah.
that way. Yeah, that way. we
She'll
can
see you maneuvering and drop it.
Okay. So seeing that dropped, I'll go over here.
There you go. Surround him.
Yeah. Yeah, surround him.
God damn it.
Is his back technically against the wall because of the art on the page, or is that just flesh?
Kind
Is
of,
this
yeah,
guy-
yeah.
Is this
It's
guy
like a
devil, or
craggy.
is he a human?
Make a perception check. This is clearly a human being standing before you. You don't see any marks of devilry. It's just a person who, for whatever reason, is in leagues with this devil.
Interesting. I wish I can know command, but I don't have it prepared. So
Something to think about. Next
Yeah.
time you take a long rest, you can prepare it if you like.
yeah,
Wait, what do you not have
Oh.
prepared?
command.
Oh,
Here we go.
I have it prepared.
I gotta move up here. And I was gonna dissonant whispers, but then I realized it would just run farther away. So I'm going to try
Yeah, there's that.
and get this guy prone.
Green?
No, demon.
Oh, demon.
Yeah, 60 feet. I think
Let me check
that's.
something.
Oops, that's wrong. There we go. Yeah, we're good.
Wisdom save. What's this guy's wisdom save? Really?
Cool.
Yeah.
Oof.
You see, as he's got wings and he's about to lift off the ground, but then suddenly he feels so remorseful, and he doesn't quite understand why. And
You
again,
demon with no feelings.
these are devils who have very little compassion at all. And you see this singular burning, like lava-like tear flow from his eye, and he just goes, I don't get it. But he is under the effects of the spell.
Oh my
As he falls
gosh.
prone to his knees, trying to contemplate and compartmentalize what's going on right now.
Perfect. And I
that
will turn. I do too. I love how you play it out. And then I will turn back to Max since she's up next and tell her, you fucking got this. And give her some bardic.
Max, with that,
Well,
You
with
are up.
that, Max sees that the homeboy with the shield is surrounded, so she's gonna also go after the devil.
He is
Using-
prone,
Yeah.
so you'd have
Oh.
disadvantage on the shots.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, a prone target. Like if you're laying down, you're a hardened
Oh,
target.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
And if
But
you
easier
if
for
you
someone
sh-
in melee to hit.
yeah, if you shoot
Yeah,
him, he
easy.
comes out of prone. So
Okay. Well, let me just take care of the green guy then. Well, I'll attempt to take care of him.
All right, fire away. Oh, I fucked up earlier. An attack should have missed this devil, but that's okay. That was my bad. So, 22 hits for 9.
And then Leroy is going to move closer
Remember-
because he's too far away.
You got 2 shots, Joey.
Oh, that's right. Thank you for always reminding me because I forget this
Yep.
shit. Yep.
It's hard
okay.
to remember.
2 scoops, executors. 2 scoops.
Oh man, hell yeah,
Jesus.
11 more.
I saved
He's
my
looking
good
real
rolls for
rough.
whoever-
Bang bang, 2 arrows into his shoulders, and he's
Bang.
looking woozy as he's got the shield. He's like he doesn't even have his weapon out. He's got the shield clutched in his arms, like trying to run away.
But failing successfully.
Right. And then I think I'm going to just have Leroy move closer. Oh my god, why is he not moving?
Oh,
I
you
just
gotta go
thought
the
Yeah,
use the
yeah.
measure. You gotta go up to the other one. There you go.
How does
Yeah.
that work
He's gonna
with
go
a
about right there.
pet? Does her bardic go off on him too?
No.
Okay.
It's its own creature. It makes its own.
Oh,
attack rolls.
did you include the bardic when I shot at
You
him?
didn't. You didn't need it.
didn't need it.
I didn't
You
need it.
hit.
Okay.
So you still have it.
Okay, I must save it then.
I'll go ahead and I forgot. Mark Bardic. There you go.
All right. That's it for me.
Is Leroy attacking?
Actually, yeah. All right, buddy, do your thing. Maybe if I click the button. There we go.
Oh.
So many dice.
So many dice.
All right. This con save matters.
Come on, Leroy.
Come on. Jabroni number 17. I believe in you. Damn it!
Oh, come
You-
on.
No, it's the
Come
4.
on.
It's the
Yeah.
4. It's the first one.
Yeah.
So he fails. So he
Okay.
takes the full damage as once again the Silver Death claims another victim. As Leroy lashes out into this man's throat, you see as his eyes like sputter and he begins to like seize and foam at the mouth. And Leroy just wraps around him and begins to crush him as the shield falls out of this guy's hands.
I'm just saying, I think Max is going to get a jacket with like a silver death on the back.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
like a fucking greaser jacket.
Fuck
Razor
yeah.
jacket that has a silver death in the back. So you know.
Silver Death.
Snake lightning.
But he falls to the ground dead. It's Mortimer's
Leroy-
turn.
Leroy looks
Okay.
back at Derva like that's 2 fingers.
Yeah, expectantly.
He's very
Lord,
expectant. He wants his
Expectantly.
Derva looks at this
Mortimer-
blue guy to see how many fingers she has.
Mortimer's just gonna go ahead and pop off on this guy. Let's do a screw it. 3rd level magic missile.
Go, 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 go.
21 points. Bow, 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 bow. As he slams into this guy.
Damn.
And then he gets another wisdom save to get out of the ability. Succeeds. He is no longer under the effects of the spell, but he is currently prone still. Alright, it's Fallister's turn. He's going to go 5, 10, 15. The guy's on the ground prone, but so he'll have to make his shots at disadvantage. He's probably not going to hit. Poor Fallister, having a bad day.
This guy sucks.
Yeah, he's bad
He
luck.
misses. He's just been rolling really low. He's actually really good if he hits. Misses. That guy's dead. Harlan, you're up.
Arlen picks up the shield.
I'll say you can do that as part of your. It's an item interaction. You just pick it up.
I just pick it up. That's not a full action.
It's part of your
Okay.
movement.
All right, cool. I pick it up, and my eyes turn red, and I beeline it towards the fucker on the ground.
Just beat him while he's down, the asshole. Try to steal me. Curb stomp this devil bitch.
Actually, I am gonna curb stomp him.
Can you make that the name of the action? Curb stomp, Lex?
Take an unarmed strike.
Harlan
You can get up to-
conjures a
Up
curb.
to here.
Hold on a second.
I cast Conjure Curb.
Wait, where's my
No, I cast curb stomp. You cause a tremor in the ground within range. Hold on, I'm actually next to him.
Okay.
2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah, I can get right beside him.
Okay.
So that's 35. So it's I cast it. It's a Dex 13 save. Well, let me
Nice.
see.
Nine.
He rolls a 9, so it's Dex 13. So on a failed save, creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. He's already prone. If the ground in the area is loose earth or stone, it becomes difficult terrain until cleared, with each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
Okay.
Nice.
So there's difficult terrain around him. Anything else on your turn?
No, I just stare at that fucker.
All right. He'll use half his movement on his turn to stand up. And he goes, "You fucking stupid," as he puts his wings out. And he's about to fly away.
Oh.
He begins to flap his wings and fly into the air. You get an attack of opportunity as he attempts to fly away from you.
All he's doing, he's just trying to get away from me.
Oh yeah, he's flying straight up in the air.
Oh, yeah, I'll attack him.
All right. I'll let you know that you can attempt to grapple to keep him from flying away, or you can just swing at him.
You know what? I'm seeing red. I don't think Harlan's thinking too clear about keeping him on the ground. He just wants to fuck him up.
All right, go
He's
ahead.
just gonna
Roll
attack.
your attack.
20.
That hits. One-handed, correct?
Yes, one-handed.
And it's a magic spear, so it does full damage. All right, cool. He flies up into the air, and he's going to use his action to dash to fly away another 60 feet. So he's pretty far.
How high in the air is he?
He's 15 feet in the air and then 60 feet away from you guys. So he's technically off the map currently.
Well, I still want to ask. Do I have to Misty Step onto flat ground, or can I, like, Misty Step into a space above the ground?
It's a
Since
point that you can see.
So it just says unoccupied space.
Yeah, you can teleport into the air, and you'd fall, but you could do it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I just want to keep that in the pocket for future reference, that I can Misty Step straight up if I want to.
That's the creature's turn. He's attempting to flee. Rhea's gonna run up with her massive movement speed, pull out her crossbow. And she has enough to do it, so she's gonna fire twice with her crossbow. Crit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And the hit.
Beast.
So it'll be 4 plus, I think, 10, so 14 half to 7. It's not a magical weapon, unfortunately. The second shot is 6 half to 3. Oh, it's looking rough as she clips it twice in the wing. It's trying to fly away in the air. But that is all she can do. Yeah.
Alrighty. Guiding bolt.
Yeah, it's 120-foot range, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Send it. Come
Come on,
on.
Hit.
Oh,
Oh, he maneuvers out of the way. Just
Aw.
ducks.
that was close.
Blasted.
He's like, fuck you, idiot. Cleric. Suck it. Middle fingers as he's flying away. This will be the last round of initiative before he escapes. So, Derva, you're up.
Alright, I gotta fucking...
Come on, Derva.
Derva King.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's what I measured out.
And keep in mind, he's technically another 15 feet away.
Oh, so he's not... Fuck, I thought it was 60 from me.
Yeah, he'd be, from where you're at currently, 90 feet away.
Well, that sucks.
You have a ranged weapon you can fire with? Or...
I have my daggers. And that's what I was gonna
Ooh, what-
throw.
Oh, yeah, he'd be out of range.
Yeah.
Because
That'd
they're
be a
only
long
60.
dagger throw.
I mean, if you want to throw a dagger at triple disadvantage, I'll let you do it.
I'm just looking at my spells. They're all 60. You know what? There's nothing better I can do. So, triple disadvantage. 3.
You'll lose the dagger no matter what.
Not triple disadvantage. What?
Damn it, my property. All
What
right.
what if I roll 4 d20
No,
and
I gave you your opportunity. You
damn.
reached for your daggers and like, no, not today.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, well then, let's see. Who am I near? Anyone? No. What's here? 5,
Max
10.
still has a bardic.
Yeah.
Still a bardic, yeah.
Mortimer gets a turn. Fallister gets a turn, and Harlan gets a turn before the demon gets its, or the devil gets its turn.
Ballister's not going to be able to reach. Morty's not going to be able to reach. Max will, but she already has a bardic.
Mortimer, or I'm sorry, Fallister technically
Max
is
can reach.
120-foot range on his hand crossbow, but it's at
Okay.
disadvantage at 120 feet. But he can bonus action dash.
Okay, so let's see. Max
Will
Morty,
definitely reach, but
Harlan.
she's
Yeah,
already got
Max
bardic.
can get it.
Let's just turn around to homeboy and say, last one, let's get it, and cast my last bardic on him.
Fallister?
Yep.
All right, cool.
And that's it.
All right, Max.
All
Moving
right.
30 feet, he's still well within your range.
Okay.
So you can take 2 shots. Leroy's not going to be able to catch up.
Okay. So Max, when I use my sharpshooter, do I use that?
You just say it.
first? Okay,
You just
I'm gonna
say,
use
I
my
want to use sharpshooter. All right, so it's
Yeah.
-5 to whatever you roll. And this guy's got a pretty high AC. So, but you do have Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
do that. Since I've got
Alright.
that on top.
Roll the
All
attack.
right. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mama.
So it's 18 points, but your bow's not magical, so it's halved. He's still up. The arrow catches him, but you got another shot.
All right, here we go.
Are you gonna do sharpshooter again, or no?
No, just regular.
Okay. That misses, but you can use your Bardic Inspiration, so roll a d8.
D8. All right, so roll D8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh. $20? Yay!
The arrow. And you watch it arc through the air. It hits him right in the back. as the devil begins to plummet to the ground and burst into fire and ash and disappears. And you guys have succeeded in this combat.
Hell yeah.
Can I claim Mocha? Can I claim Chino now as my pet for life? My horse.
Yes, you can claim these horses.
Yes, Mocha and Chino. Okay, so since I'm behind this, can I roll a stealth with advantage to take some fingers for Leroy? Even though I promised to never do this again.
Yeah, go for it. Key will definitely let you do that advantage. All right, everyone's passive perception and would not beat that. Max, you see it directly because you're staring exactly where Derva is.
Max don't care.
Uh,
But she don't care.
yeah. Go ahead and roll. Roll a d10. He's got 10 fingers. Let's make it a d10.
Okay. Fuck yeah, all of them.
You
Yes,
collect
all of
this
them.
man's
Boom.
fingers in quick succession, and you almost hear the slightest jingle of a bell as you click the
Ooh.
last one off.
I would say I would probably drop that last one.
Leroy sees it drop and he scissors. He's
Yeah.
like,
There we
Gets-
go.
Yep.
Snaps it up,
Yep,
looks at
he
you,
does, yep.
nods approvingly, Derva.
I throw him one more, so I'm down to 8.
Like, nom, nom, nom,
I
nom,
owe
nom,
him
nom.
2.
As
Come back with
Mortimer's spell ends, Rhea is hit with lethargy for a turn as she's stunned. The bad effect of losing concentration on haste when it ends. As Rhea goes, "Good fight, everyone."
How much HP does she have? She
shakes
got
her
hit
head.
pretty hard.
She's a little above half. She looks pretty hurt.
Bum 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 bum.
Look at my
But
horse.
she'll start
My horse
to,
is amazing.
She kicks over this guy's body. And these horses are like pretty chill, man. They saw this combat, and it looks like they've seen. Yeah, they've seen a lot of combat. It looks like.
This
So
is
they're like,
Chino
whatever.
down here. Max goes over and pets it and says, "You are now mine."
Make an
Harlan,
animal handling
because
check.
What did you say?
Make an animal handling check, please.
Dervisaurus hates her.
It runs away.
No!
No,
Oh
that
wait,
was
no.
mine. No, that
Yeah,
was mine. That
Max's
was
stays.
Chino.
Derva's runs away.
Not Mocha. Mocha, come back.
Mocha!
Wait.
I'll give you one more animal handling check, Max,
Okay.
to see if you can get Mocha.
You have Bardic. Oh no, you don't. You used it.
I used it.
She used it. It calms down and comes back to you. They're your horses.
That Derva can sometimes use.
Yes.
Yay.
On loan. But yeah, you guys secure these horses for whatever you might need them for. And I named them Mocha and Chino on my screen, so I know.
Yay!
There's Mocha. There's Chino.
Perfect.
Harlan, Cap, what were you guys doing?
Harlan hits Ray with 15 points, lay on hands.
You heal her up. She puts a hand on your shoulder and smiles and says, "Thank you."
And then Harlan's, you got to rest up. Then Harlan, he wanders off to the pile of ash, I guess, that's left for the demon and sifts through it because he's kind of mad that he made him drop a shield. And he wants to see what the fuck is going on over there.
Okay, while you're doing that, Cat, what are you up to?
Cap cast healing word on himself.
All right, heal up for 10.
And then searches this guy in front of him for anything that he has.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Investigate.
9. Okay, give me 1 second. That's enough to find something. You find a note on this person. Just a like a folded piece of paper.
I read it.
You look at it, and in a very fine handwriting, it says, "They're heading to Candlekeep. Fallister's with them. Claim the shield. Bring it back immediately to Baldur's Gate," with a dash and then a letter H as the signature.
That bitch. I don't know what her name was.
The letter H. Seems we've been spied.
That bitch. It was that old lady. Wait, why? Sorry, I don't know what the letter says. What do you mean, Cap?
I walk over and hand Derva the letter.
H.
Can Derva read?
Derva can.
Yes.
Derva can read. She just can't spell.
Like
God.
tabletopping. Why would you hand Derva any words?
Because I asked him.
Because Derva asked me. I'm not a monster.
I'm not a monster. Not
H.
like
I look up at him and say H. Could that be the old lady, Hune?
What was? Yeah, that was her name.
Was Theon Hune.
There you go.
Yeah, but
I
if her
put her name in
maiden
the
name
chat.
was Hune, it could just be Hune. Who else would know that we have the shield?
Well, what was the name of that extra captain lady? Again.
Oh yeah.
Her Porter.
Okay.
Yeah. Not an H. And Derva, go ahead and make a history check. I'll give you advantage.
History advantage.
You remember briefly. I didn't say it at the time, but you thinking back on it when you guys entered the room with the shield.
Okay. All right.
You watched Satir Theon Hune raise an eyebrow when you guys came into the room with it, but didn't say anything. She just kind of clocked it.
So that's why the old lady was down there. It's the old bitch. I know it. I have this feeling.
The shield peers into your mind, Harlan, and goes, "Yes, I believe there's this ne'er-do-well, the Hune family. They were the ones who originally stole me from my celestial mount and trapped me within this shield to keep me from doing good. She's an evil woman, and I thank you for saving me, my friend."
Oh, Heron's like, oh wait, you aren't the shield, you're in the shield?
Yes, I am inside of the shield.
So this is like a prison for you?
He's a
Indeed,
human
I
form.
was sealed in it by devils. These very types of devils who tried to abscond with me today.
Man, that sucks. I'm sorry.
What are you
Indeed,
sorry
but I
for?
believe my salvation lies upon our path.
Harlan's
I
really
think
fucking far away from you guys. I don't think you can hear him.
I think if we can get to Elturel and save it, it'll be penance enough to bring me home, out of the shield, or perhaps we can find something that can free me at long last.
Yeah, man, yeah. How long you been stuck in that shield, man?
Oh, far, far too long, I must say.
What,
that
like
is
3
quite
weeks?
A bit. No,
4 weeks?
much longer, friend.
Oh my god, 2 months?
Longer. At the very least, 2 months.
6,000
At the very
years.
least.
You're so very smart.
God,
But
you must be bored as hell. I don't know if I'd
indeed.
survive being able to not flex for that long.
I was on a wall for at least a month. Imagine that.
I mean, mad respect
Right?
for people that collect trophies, but that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a trophy. I'm a living being.
Well, you were to them, so.
But yeah, while this is going on, the rest of you guys, what are you up to?
Can I lift this guy up and give Cap the help action to search him?
Cap, you immediately notice this man has no fingers.
Shit. I look at him and
Cap
shake
just
his head.
glares at Durva knowingly.
Mm-mm.
Leroy did it when he kills him.
Yeah. Can I like shake my head no?
Sure. Are you trying to lie to him?
Yes.
All right. This is up to you guys. If you want to let Durva roll deception against your insight cap for RP, you can, but I'm not going to force that.
No, that's fine. Let's do it.
All right, Durva roll deception, Cap roll insight. Yeah,
Oh.
she seems confused. She's like, I didn't do it.
All right.
Fucking God.
Cap apologizes and
It's crazy because this
glares
man
at
wielded a
Leroy.
sword quite well for someone with no fingers. But you know, it is what it is. You know, you train with your handicaps and you overcome them.
You do, exactly.
Little nubbies.
Exactly.
All nubbies.
These little nubbies that seem to be bleeding out very fast.
But to
Are we
not
searching this guy
belabor
or no?
to not belabor the looting of these guys, you find on them they each have a heavy crossbow, a short sword, and a long sword. They're each wearing a set of splint mail. And outside of that single note, there's nothing of note on them.
Nothing
Do I find
of
anything?
note
Derva
on
drops the
them.
body. Runs to her horse.
Do I find anything in the pile of ash?
It's dust in the wind, unfortunately.
Damn.
Is there anything in the cart?
Searching through the cart, you find that it's just like not market ready or anything like that. Hay, it's kind of shitty. Like even for hay standard, it's just garbage. It was
There's
used
actual
primarily
shit in the cart.
Yeah, there
And
are
we've been in there a
feces because those guys
while.
were in that cart for a while. So
And is there anything on the horses? Like, do they have bags or anything on them?
do they have what?
You know how like they have the saddlebags? That's what I was trying to say. Do the horses have
saddlebags?
or anything?
Yeah, you know, they have like stuff to feed the horses,
Okay.
and things like that, but nothing that is immediately useful outside of
Okay.
keeping the horses fed and
Okay.
taken care of.
Cool. And this is
But,
this day 3 still?
This is day 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was before.
But you guys are able to do this. Continue on. If because you won't find much else here, unfortunately.
Is this further traveling constituting a rest of some sort?
Yes. But yeah, you guys conclude the combat here. You collect the loot you want. Whatever the stuff they had that you wanted to grab, you can throw it in the cart. It's up to you. If you want to try and sell it later,
Grab the horsies.
Yeah.
that's up to you.
Well, the horses that come with us.
Yeah, you get the
Harlan
horses.
shoves whatever is left inside the bag of holding.
You can fit, you know, like the swords, and like stuff like blades and stuff like that. You can throw in there. But like a huge crate, you can't because it needs to be able to fit into like the, you know, the opening on the bag.
Gotcha.
But is Harlan? Are you talking about the ash, or are you talking about the swords?
Yeah, there were swords and stuff in there.
Oh.
Yeah, you could get all the swords. You could get the. So if you want to write it down, Toast, you have 3 long swords, 3 short swords, 3 heavy crossbows, and probably 80 crossbow bolts.
Toast is like our personal banker.
Yeah, right.
I am. I got the bag of
mule.
I got the bag of trophies, guys. Great.
It's a bag of holding. He bought one fair and square, and I usually give my groups one anyway, so I'm glad he spent his money on it.
Yeah.
Not all my money. I'm still rich.
Yeah.
And
You
I'm
guys won't
poor.
want for money here.
Yeah. Did they have any money on them?
Roll a d20 for me, Max. We'll call this a luck roll.
Ooh.
Yeah. Roll for me a D100. Well equipped by a Satyr Theon Hume, you assume. These guys were given a good amount of spending capital to be on the road, and you find 88 gold pieces on them.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Max tucks that in her pockety pocket.
But you guys head off after searching all these bodies. You got Mocha and Chino now. And
Fuck yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and put them over here so I never forget they're around.
Harlan gets back on his horse. Flex Armstrong.
You don't put
Oh, yeah, the
Armstrong.
name. That's awesome.
Yeah, I named my
and,
horse Flex Armstrong.
I didn't remember you do that. That's awesome.
You guys travel fourth day because of the bad weather previously and the combat slowing you down, the thing in the road and the checkpoint. Fallister kind of goes, sorry, but it seems like it's going to probably take us the fifth day to get there, so we need a fourth day of camping, as it starts to drizzle as well on this day. And he says, I suppose weather has not been in our favor. By the way, you all acquitted yourselves quite well with that ambush. I apologize I was not of more help, but
Max asks, I'm like, did you have any clue something like this was going to happen?
he shakes his head, and I had no idea that we were be waylaid by the fiends. I mean, you all dealt with the devils and everything down in the sewer, so I guess it stands to reason that could happen, but I did not have information that would suggest as such.
Weren't you
I
down in
did.
that sewer with her for a
Harlan.
while?
He was down there with Homegirl.
Oh, Miss Hume? Yes.
And she never brought up the shield once?
No.
Is he lying?
Give me an insight check. Anyone who wants to know.
I'm going to do it too. Yep.
Harlan doesn't because he already incited him once and trusts him.
That's true.
9 bros.
I mean, Derva and
There you
Max, you straight up believe him no matter what.
We're like,
He's a
okay.
smooth talking guy. He sounds pretty great.
Yeah,
But Cap, as he's speaking to you, he's being honest. He seems confused as to what happened, and is kind of like, it's that tone of like, God, I should have seen this coming. Why didn't I? You know, that kind of thought.
Gotcha.
He's like,
Okay.
damn, like more of like a damn, and not more of a like, oh, I deceived you.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm going to deceive you.
And
but yeah,
as everyone was talking and asking about the ambush, Harlan speaks up and he's like, well, I mean, the shield did tell me people were going to come after him, so
And you didn't want to tell us that?
we handled it, didn't we? We're good.
Could have handled it with Cap having a little more health.
It's fine.
Nah, I'll be okay.
We've been in worse spots before.
Rhea's
Right.
gonna put a hand on your shoulder, Harlan, and say, I understand we handled it, but it's good to let people know if there's danger coming. So
I can't remember
This-
where Harlan was when he was talking to the shield about it, because he always talks out loud. So I'm just wondering if people may just not have heard him talk about it.
it would have been, the things you said would not have led people to believe that there was an issue coming up.
Gotcha.
But she just says, we can hear you, Harlan, but we can't hear the shield. So anything it
Harlan's
says,
just
let
like,
us know.
he hits his head. He's just like, I keep forgetting you guys can't hear the shield.
Maybe if
Sorry.
the shield was more open with us and talked to us more often.
I
He
don't
can
want
only
that
talk
They
to
fucking
one
want me
thing
to
person at a
talk
time.
to them. I could talk to them, but some of them seem to have an issue with me, Harlan, and I don't want to step on any toes, as it were.
Yeah, Harlan relays that he says he'll talk to you guys more. He just feels like you don't want him to talk to him, so he's respecting your boundaries.
Derva's good. Derva don't want the shield to talk to her. You can relay the shield. I'll be, you can be the third party.
He can hear you. I mean, I just have to relay what he says.
I'm not
unless he wants
deaf.
to tell you directly. He says he's not deaf.
I don't want that thing in my fucking mind. How about that?
Well, that's all he is. He's imprisoned in the shield, guys.
What?
Yeah, he said he's like an angel guy, celestial, and the demons entrapped him in the shield.
In
He
the
needs to get
shield
out.
or not, my mom, when she was still around, taught me consent is everything, and I do not give consent. And Derva starts walking.
Harlan has no idea what she's talking about now because she kind of went off topic.
The shield says to Harlan, "Look, if she doesn't want me to talk to her, that's fine. I won't do it."
Yeah, he just says he'll respect boundaries. It's fine. He's not forcing it. God,
Awesome.
guys, chill.
Good to know
If you wanna
Demon
talk to him,
Shield
just
has
talk to him.
boundaries. I don't want to talk to him.
I'm not forcing you to talk to him.
Harlan, I don't want to talk to him.
Harlan is getting visibly frustrated because Derva's being weird right now.
Max looks at Derva and says, Mocha needs you right now. Go get on the horse.
Derva gets on the horse.
Because Harlan's not the best at social interaction. He's just like, God, that was tiring.
You guys, I'll say you pack up from here and continue on the path. And as Fauster said, you're going to have one more night of camping before you guys make it to Candlekeep. And again, the light rain begins to fall on your path as you're heading there.
Are we in tents alone? Like, did he bring enough for everyone to be alone?
Not really. He has enough tents to be like, how many are you? 2 to a tent and maybe one person alone.
Okay.
He's got
well,
4 tents.
I'd obviously be sleeping with Max, but
yeah, I figured.
I guess once Max goes to sleep, I'd like to kind of roll over, pull out that paper again, and whisper. Or no, it's same day. No, it's new day, so only blind I see, and just ask it one more time. Like we're gonna be in Candlekeep tomorrow. Is there anything I need to know?
Give me 1 second. Let me check something here. The letters scrawl out to you. Silvira will send you elsewhere. That is fine. Go where she sends you.
And he said her name. That's the lady that we're going to, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll type it out here just so it's Silveria. And you heard this name from Follister before.
Okay. Yeah, that's what the name sounded familiar. That's why I was just making sure. You're okay. And then I just put it back in my pocket and go to sleep.
Okay. Anyone else have any business in the evening?
Nope.
The only thing other Harlan would do is he feels kind of bad that he's always not keeping people in the loop. So he just relays pretty much everything that Shield's told so far, so people are up on the level.
Before we go to our tents?
Yeah, as we're sitting around the campfire, he's just like telling them the story about how he's a celestial being that got trapped, and that fiends don't want him to get out because he'll kill all the fiends and whatnot and whatever. He's a force for good, and he really hates fiends. So he doesn't want to get captured by him because he's a prisoner in the shield.
They're
and he
assholes.
wants to be free. He says the fiends are assholes, guys.
Derva does like the idea of killing fiends.
So does Max.
But yeah,
Ray,
he
will
really
just say-
wants to kill him.
If it is the enemy of fiends, then I think we're aligned in that thought.
And that's what I'm saying.
I don't know what's going on, or exactly 100,000% who we're on the side of, but I'm here, and I will let you all know that everything we did previously, including the vicious murder of 3 men,
And a demon.
is totally above board. They were
Well,
working for devils, so I can only assume they were evil.
Look,
Harlan
They were
feels the
trying to kill
need.
us.
Harlan feels the need to relay to Morty once again. It's self-defense.
Wrong.
Faerun
Self-defense.
has several
Pro-
stand your ground laws, and we are well within our rights to protect ourselves.
did
That
Morty
creature was
just
fleeing,
grow?
and I shot it in the back with missiles, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
Well, it was a devil, so
True, it was a devil, and as we know, the color of your skin and where you're from determines the content of your character. Understood.
Morty! Morty!
That's what he told me.
That's fascism!
Oh shit! All right, no, but he was canonically evil, and that's what makes it okay. Got it.
Morty, now that's racist! God! Derva doesn't know what any of these
Oh,
words
shit.
mean.
Max says, "You better just shut up."
All right, I'm gonna be quiet for a while. Sorry.
Oh my god.
But
Mouse.
as you guys go to sleep for the evening, Derva,
Oh,
can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
leave me alone, DM!
You're the one taking fingers.
No, I didn't. I was
Consistently.
Decept. You did say wisdom, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys are
Yeah,
getting a
he did.
long rest, by the way, so feel free to hit your long rest.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
As you bed down, Derva, you feel something is reaching out to you, and it's up to you in this moment if you'll listen or ignore it.
Would you say this is before or after I asked the piece of paper?
After, because you're going to bed.
Okay, so saying I close my eyes and then I feel something reaching, I would open my eyes and, like, try and figure it out.
So you would open yourself up to it.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
As you are feeling that, you go to close your eyes, and you hear, like, it's almost like the shifting of metal, like a metal door opening. As you find yourself not awake, you don't think, but in a dark place, familiar, but there's an open door in front of you, and you hear a voice. Oh, Derva, you're doing quite well. It's hard to communicate outside of this, so thank you for listening.
Who are you?
Me? I've gone by many names, but the one I like most is Xanarath.
Can you spell that?
Xanarath.
Yep, spelled that wrong.
okay, as long as you get the phonetics correct.
And
um,
yeah, that's what he says, or what they say.
um,
And again, it's this imperceptible yellow eyes. You're not sure how far away or how
okay,
close
that's
they
what that was
might
going to be my
be.
next question. Was it just the eyes again? Will I see you in Candlekeep?
No, you won't see me.
Will you
Not
be
for
with
a
me?
while. I'm always with you.
Okay, so it is the okay.
What do you want from me?
Yeah. Is there anything you want?
I want what you want.
You want Max to be safe?
Yes, if that's what you want,
Well, I want everyone to be safe. I don't want
then let's protect them.
how. They're not listening.
Well, troublesome that. A lot of people didn't listen to me.
And what happened?
They died, I'm afraid.
Derva would like shut her eyes tight, try and not think about anyone dying.
You shouldn't be so afraid. We're friends, you and I.
I open my eyes back up. Why can't I see you?
I'm a bit far away.
She gifted me the key, so is there anything else I need to know about this key? Anything else that would help me?
I suppose use it where you think it's right, or if you think it could be most fun.
Derva smiles at the word fun and kind
There
of
we
just
go.
lays
A
back down.
smile.
God, I feel like you're like it right now, and I hate that movie.
You red balloon.
Yeah. Derva lays back
Chasing
down.
something down a storm drain around the corner. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, with the word fun, Derva lays back down and smiles and said, yes. Fun. Let's
And
see who
as
we
you
fuck up tomorrow.
go to your slumber here, the last thing you hear is, yes, we have so much fun. And a little jingle of a bell as sleep takes you. You guys all receive your long rest and awaken in the morning. And you continue through a bit of drizzling rain towards down the road, packing up the camp here. And eventually, you arrive at this hold on, let me see here. A wider road heading to the sea. You find like a signpost and a raven perches solemnly in the rain. The sign bears two different directions, like like a little point in one direction and the other. One says the way of the lion, the other says Candlekeep. Fauster looks at this and says, "All right, to Candlekeep," and he begins to turn the train towards Candlekeep.
What is the lion?
Make a history check.
Okay.
Way of the lion. You know that it leads to the coast. It's just a coastward road. You don't know too much else beyond.
Okay.
But you guys continue on, and eventually you find yourselves heading as these gray, cloudy skies. There's a little bit of light that shines through as it still continues to drizzle. These gray walls and pale spires of a time-worn fortress that stand majestically atop a rocky promontory overlooking the sea. Your trail leads directly to it, and Fallister kind of points and goes, "Ah, Candlekeep, we are here." Eventually, you guys arrive at a gatehouse, and you see draped in these purple robes, three individuals, a human-looking fellow, a more stout, dwarven-looking individual, a very fair-skinned elven man. Around their necks hang these symbols that appear to be a lit candle above an open eye. Anyone can make religion checks if you'd like to know what that is. All right. I'll just put the name here. Oh yeah. The only one who, yeah, Harlan would know this. It's fairly common knowledge. So this is the deity Denir. And from what you know about it, it's a god of writing and knowledge, more or less. So much of like a scholarly deity, neither good nor evil per se, but one that values the written word above all else.
Harlan rolls his eyes. Books.
But as you come up, the kind of lither-looking elf, fair-looking elf goes, "Welcome to Candlekeep. A gift is required from those seeking admittance. You must donate a book or a scroll that isn't already in the library's archives. Please present your gift for inspection."
Hey, Fallister. What's the deal?
"Don't worry, I've got this." And you see Fallister actually reaches into a satchel and he pulls out a book. And he hands it over to the elf. And the elf reads through it and goes, "This is a book of Kalashita recipes. I don't think we have those. Please come in." And he'll motion your group to enter the gates.
Harlan nods.
And he says, "Don't worry, I've got it. I brought that. I promised that I'd give my uncle's cookbook next time I came. So you know, the important
Did you
thing
have a
is that they
copy?
don't
I'm
have
kind
it."
of hungry.
Oh, that was the only copy I had.
Ah,
Sorry,
next time.
I didn't. I don't cook very much, so. But as you guys enter, you find yourselves kind of going through, and this is a large fortress. And you see there are various like spires and things like that all around. Um, and there's a lot of like very like wizardly looking individuals, like robed individuals, which would make sense for like a fortress of learning. Probably a lot of mage craft goes into this place. Um, but Fauster says, "All right, if we are on our way, uh, Severa, she is expecting me, but she's not expecting all of you. So, if you don't mind waiting, he'll kind of point towards a road and say, there's a pub down the street called the Hearth. If you want to hang out there for a minute, I will go ahead and let Sylvia know, and I'll come get you all, and we can present to her what we found. Sound good?"
Whatever.
Time to meet some more bros.
Bruh. Uh, but you guys part way with Fauster at this moment and head towards this pub. And the pub has a low ceiling supported by massive wooden crossbeams and narrow shuttered windows. A large fire pit in the middle of the room is surrounded by half dozen tables and matching benches as you enter into it, which is very fitting for a place called the Herc. Like the fire is like the central part of the pub. And give me perception checks as you guys come in here.
Out of the corner, we see a bard thinking, toss a coin to your witcher.
I see a little.
They came after me.
I crit my pants.
Jesus. Harlan only crits on stuff he has a +1 to.
Yep.
Yes, it's true. Mostly perception checks, because I think that's all I've crit on so far.
Cap, if you want to roll perception, you probably don't need to because the rest of your party rolled really high. But as you guys are kind of looking around at the patronage of this pub, you see the most notable individual is
Cap.
even you, Cap, would pick up on this with the 7. You see an ogre, like a very like Skuna way back at the Elfsong Tavern, except this ogre is well appointed, wearing very like fine robes, and has a crown on his head, or more like a band, like a shiny golden band that goes around his head. And he seems to be reading a book. Yeah, in this tavern, you just see this ogre individual. He's the most interesting person there. There's a tavern keeper going around serving drinks and stuff like that. But it's up to you if you want to speak to anyone here or just wait for Valster.
Is there any people like you said? There's the ogre and who else?
A lot of just bookish looking people. A lot of like wizardly types. You see some just general individuals and like what appear to be like some guards that are inside of the tavern.
With Harlan's crit, he identifies every nerd in here.
There's
All of them.
there's many nerds.
Is there anyone that looks like a couple?
A couple of nerds?
No, like they're
No,
together.
like
Conjoined nerds?
Are there any nerds playing D&D?
Max finds the one that looks the most awkward and sits next to that person.
All right, you sit next to a random guy. He goes, "Can I have beer?"
She just looks at him and goes, "Is there anything good to eat here?"
I mean, they've got some good soups. They've got good fish.
Do you think you could get
Um,
me some soup and fish?
I mean, make a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage.
Is it because she's hot and nerds
Okay,
don't? Yeah, okay.
you want to roll a second time?
She's gotta want it.
That one makes. Roll a second time, please.
I did. It's just wait.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 50.
Whoa.
You see him blush a little and straighten his glasses. And he goes, I guess so, milady. He tips his trilby that he's wearing, and walks up to get you some food and drink.
Thanks.
He brings it back for just you, though.
Max passed the chair next to her and says, "Derva, come down, sit here and eat."
Derva's still looking to see if there's anyone that looks like a couple.
You don't see any couples looking here.
Damn it. Okay, I sit next to the nerd and I ask him, you got a girlfriend?
No.
All right.
Why?
If you
Tilts his
had
glasses down.
if you had a girlfriend and you never really spoke, but she's like madly in love with you, what would you serve at your wedding for food?
Make a persuasion check, I'll say. Because this is an insane question to randomly ask someone. At my wedding?
Yeah.
Max says, "Don't serve dragon."
I guess boar meat's pretty good.
Boar meat.
And Mortimer
Morty!
does like boar meat, gets finger guns over your shoulder.
Morty, come here! Oh my god! You like nerds?
That's
think
what I'm
alike.
saying. Yeah,
Boar
it's
meat.
boar meat,
Boar
right?
meat.
'Cause that's
Oh
what
my
cultists have in the
God.
cellars. Wait, what? Yeah, we've
Yes.
got boar meat in the cellars where they're killing people and doing other weird shit.
Yes, boar meat. Yeah. Oh, was that part important?
Yeah.
Yeah, my boyfriend's a cultist.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I gotta go. And he gets up and starts walking away.
Well, thanks for the soup and fish, and I like take
Yeah,
a
enjoy.
piece.
He's hustling away.
Man, Morty, who would have known? Boar meat, huh?
Right, that's what I was saying. It's
Boar
fucking.
meat,
They
that's
had it in the.
crazy.
Why would you kill so many boars and
That
put
is
them in a
so-
freezer
Exactly.
if that's
You know
not what you're into as a cult, right?
Morty, you are just man. Will you be my husband's best man?
Wow, that's a hurtful thing to ask someone, Derva.
Why is that hurtful?
Never mind. All right, sure.
I don't understand. Morty, you gotta, and you're gonna say stuff like that, you gotta have a follow up, or else it doesn't count.
All right. Yep, nope, it doesn't count. I'm
Okay.
just gonna sit here and eat food and maybe drink something. You guys peruse and find more people to shadow the realities of.
Oh no, good. My answers were answered.
All right.
Boar meat it is.
Yep. But
Harlan puts his hand on Morty's back and like, don't worry about it. There's less gross people out there.
What?
yep. All right. I didn't mean that, but thank you. At this point, Rhea's come back because the good lady she is. She bought food and drinks for everyone and puts them out.
Oh, Moz
It's
sticks,
okay, guys.
Rhea, my girl.
Yeah, they've got moss sticks.
They
you
got
know.
Moz sticks.
I heard you shouting that at the Kenku, and so I asked them,
Oh
and
my
they said,
God.
yes, we got them.
Rhea, you, yes, you.
It's crazy because I was outside of the
It's
low
crazy.
lantern, but
So
I could
crazy.
hear you yelling about mod sticks,
I
and I
mean,
recognize your voice.
Who doesn't carry Moz sticks?
And Harlan's
Such
like,
a
you
weird
guys think
body.
I'm loud.
So weird.
But is there anything else you guys are looking to engage with people here at the hearth, or are you gonna wait for Falister?
I'm waiting.
Were there any non-nerdy people in here?
Just the ogre. Though he's reading a book.
You can see if he wants to flex with you.
No, Harlan's courteous. He doesn't bother people when they're busy.
Harlan, you want me to go get him a flex off? I'm really good with people.
Harlan did not say anything, so I don't know why you would be asking.
Because I want to see
She knows
you beat that person or lose horribly in a flex off. I'm just saying. Arm wrestle. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Harlan is unaffected by your clear attempts to rile him up.
Cap, anything you wish to do within the hearth, or are you gonna just wait?
Nope. Cap is just still very like confused and kind of apprehensive about that shield, but also kind of weirded out that the devils wanted to steal it. He doesn't know what much to think at this point.
Good old
Okay.
Cap.
Would you say that Cap is conflicted with his mistrust of the shield and the fact that demonic or devilish creatures were attempting to steal it?
Yes. And that the shield, well, I don't know if Cap knows this, but the shield seems to not want to be stolen by said.
Yeah, Harlan
Demonic
relayed
Oh,
that.
you know.
Yeah.
Harlan told everybody he
Okay.
doesn't want to be stolen.
Yeah.
I'll say, go ahead, Cap. Make an insight check for me.
Okay.
This is based upon your previous thoughts and suspicions.
Yeah.
There. I mean, just because something doesn't want to be taken by devils doesn't necessarily mean they're
Right.
good. So,
No, for sure.
yeah. So you're like, it is a moment of pause. However,
Right. Exactly.
you still have your innate mistrust. I'll say.
Oh, for sure. For sure that shield is up to something, but like it's not necessarily in line with what the other devils want to do. Maybe the shield's a demon.
I'll say with the 18 insight, from what Harlan's described to you, it seems very intent for whatever reason to going to help El Terrell. And you don't know why, but you know that El Terrell is in the Nine Hells, so it seems to want to go to the Nine Hells for some reason.
To be free.
And I believe Harlan would have discussed that, yes, the entity inside wants to be free.
Right.
Yeah.
And it needs to go to
True.
El Terrell, which is in one of the Nine Hells currently.
Yeah.
To be free. Potentially. That's Cap's thinking.
Yeah. I'd say
as
with that
he's
18
deducing
insight.
this.
Well, the shield
Right.
told me that he thinks he might be able to get free if he goes there. He's not for sure on that.
Right. It's the shield put in the pretense of potentially, but it wants to go there.
He has the shield has no idea what will set him free, based on what he's told me.
Right.
He's just
Right.
guessing.
He's vamping. He's vamping. He's vamping.
Well, you think he's guessing.
Well, I don't think that's what he told me.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
with
So-
those thoughts in mind,
And in turn, that's what I
Right, with
relayed to
those
everybody
thoughts
else.
in mind.
you guys have
Roll
a good meal
initiative.
here. Roll initiative. The
No!
shield explodes in flame, and Satan comes out and says, "Got you, bitches!" No.
And we're in hell. It was
But
the portal.
as you guys are here, having a a meal and everything, eventually Falister Fisk comes and says, "All right, Severa is ready to see you. So if you are ready to go and handle their business, let's go."
Cool. We go. Well,
He'll take
Harlan
you-
starts going.
I follow.
Yeah, Cat falls as well.
Max stuffs some
Alright.
of the food into a little bag and then follows.
All right. You guys follow Fauster. Eventually, you guys find yourself heading towards like the spires and peaks of this place, towards one of the towers. And you're taken inside of one of them, and the walls of this circular tower chamber are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered. There's bookcases filled with eldritch volumes stand between the windows. There's tables crowded with specimen jars, alchemical equipment, and other clutter. Engraved into the floor of this chamber that you guys enter into is a large 9-pointed star. You watch as you're kind of waiting in this odd laboratory lobby. This middle-aged tiefling woman, dressed in like these very wizardly robes, comes up to you all. She's got kind of buggy eyes, black horns, and a whip-like tail. And she says, "I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you." And she looks to Falister. "What have you brought me?" And Falister will look to her and say, "My lady, these people here have secured an item of your interest. One of them has the puzzle box in question from the Vendempors," and he'll look to the rest of you to present the puzzle box.
Harlan does he squints his eyes and is just like trying to gauge whether or not he should play along here. Like, does he get
in
any?
your head, Harlan, you hear, "I wouldn't trust this woman. She seems rather fiendish. Look at that 9-pointed star. Clearly a symbol of the 9 hells." But that's what you hear in your head, Harlan.
Do I get any odd feelings outside of the shield telling me things?
Make an insight check.
Can I make an insight check on Harlan to see if I can sense his hesitation?
Sure. No.
Okay.
Harlan, I set my own mental DC on that one.
You're good.
It was a 15. But Harlan, you don't get any bad vibes from her, other than what your shield tells you.
Interesting. Well, this is all happening fairly quickly in Harlan's mind, so he's just he doesn't feel bad about being here. He doesn't feel bad about whipping out the puzzle box, despite the shield. He's just like, I don't get anything.
As you
And-
pull out the puzzle box, Silvera's eyes widen and she snatches it from your hands, like very quickly, and begins to study it.
Yes, you can take it from my hands. And he does like the the what gesture.
As she's kind of maneuvering the puzzle box in her hand, she says, "I've been suspicious of the High Overseer of the Elturel for a long time, but no one wanted to hear my concerns." And again, this is like the look of intense focus on this box. Because Thavius Krieg was widely regarded as a hero who saved his city from the undead scourge, giving rise to the holy notion of Eltergard. Hailed as a savior, and she's turning the box around. Thavius made all citizens of Elturel swear an oath, called the Creed Resolute, which binds them to defend the nation of Eltergard. I met him years ago, and you hear a click as she continues to pull the box around. My instincts told me he was a charlatan. After I grew up to suspect that he had cut a deal with one of the powerful devils using the Creed Resolute to bind all Elturel to his dark deal. I wish to prove my theory, and you hear another click. But I believe... Another click. The evidence is locked inside this puzzle box. And you see a flash of red embers burst on the box.
Max puts her hand on her bow just in case.
And it
Derva whispers,
opens.
"Only blind I see."
Very well. So you have blind set up. But as she cracks this box open, Derva, you ping an invisible creature sitting on a bookcase 20 feet away from you. An imp.
Is it doing anything?
It's just watching.
I watch
It
it.
doesn't motion.
Okay.
Yeah. You got eyes on it. So I'll say you've got that clock if anything happens with it.
Mm-hmm.
But as the puzzle box opens, you watch as she reaches in and pulls out this rolled up scroll into her kind of clawed fingernailed hands as a tiefling, a devilkin, as it were. As she pulls it out, and glittering on this parchment are infernal runes. And she begins to read it to herself. Who else knows infernal?
Cap.
Cap does.
She just grins at it and will hand it out to whomever would like to take it to read it out loud. All right, I'm going to copy paste this
Copy pasta.
here. Cap, if you'd like to read that out.
Be it known to all that I, Fabius Krieg, High Overseer of Elturel, have sworn to my master Zariel, Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained in this oath. I hereby submit to Zariel in all matters for all time. I will place her above all creatures, living and dead. I will obey her all my days and beyond with fear and servility. I recognize the dispensation of the device called the Solar Incendiator, hereafter called the Companion. In my capacity as High Overseer of Elturel and the vassal territories, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zariel. All persons bound by oath to defend Elturel are also considered forfeit. I further recognize that the dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking Elturel and its oath-bound defenders with him, if that's what Zariel wishes. All this is my everlasting pledge. That bitch.
Oh, shit.
And as you read this aloud,
Harlan
Rhea's
looks at Rhea.
eyes... Yeah, her eyes
She's yeah.
grow grim, and you see her collapse to the floor, weeping. And shaking.
Harlan kneels down and places a hand on her back.
And she just says, Zariel wants my soul. She's welcome to try and take it. As she steels herself and slowly rises back up.
Harlan ties his shoe. No, he gets up.
Hold on 1 second. And Severa looks at you all and goes, "Exactly what I expected. I knew Thavius Krieg was up to no good. And I knew that there was something dark going on since Eltaros' disappearance. But there is potential here. You all, you're stalwart, strong. I have to ask, do you wish to see Elturel saved?"
Oh.
And Rhea will say, "Of course I do." She looks at the
Yes,
rest
of
of you
course.
based on your oath previously.
Harlan says, I stand with Rhea and all that is good.
My eyes are still on the imp, but I ask her, "Where will you send us?"
She smiles. "To Avernus. To hell."
I will go.
Max hears Derva and she says, "Well, I'm not letting Derva go alone."
Harlan talks to the shield. And he's like, well, that's where you wanted to go anyways, right?
"Indeed. Fortuitous for us."
Yeah, shield wants to go to hell too.
And as you see the shield wants to go to hell too, you see Silvera look at it and go, "Oh, well, well, well. Is that the shield of Gargoth?"
I have no idea what you're talking about, lady. This is a shield of the Hidden Lord.
I'll put the
So
note
say
in real
he
quick.
says.
"Do you mind?" As she reaches out to touch it. "Don't let her touch me. She's a devil."
I mean, she's a tiefling, so I can't hold that against her.
All right, you let her touch it?
Yeah, Harlan's not a wuss, and neither should the shield be. Harlan's judging the shield right now for being a wuss.
And she grins and says, "This shield is a symbol of good's triumph over evil, you know."
But yeah, I know, that's super good
What?
shield.
Gazing at such a beauty, one can easily overlook the terrible force bound within it.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Gargoth.
Max snaps at the terrible force, then looks at Derva.
I believe it's its name, though it calls itself the Hidden Lord. It was a pit fiend, you know, sent by Asmodeus to corrupt mortals on the material plane,
Jesus.
and there to amass such a following as to rival that of gods. In that way, Gargoth became a bit of a demigod, and having worshippers increase its power exponentially. My, how the mighty have fallen, and she grins widely. This shield has the power to corrupt everything around it. I believe it was the Hume family of Baldur's Gate that kept it safe for so many years. Doubtless they'll want it back. But the shield should not be taken to any place where thousands of mortals reside. It needs to be locked away in extra-dimensional space, away from corruptible souls. I can do this for you, if you give it to me." And you hear in your head, Harlan, "No! While it might be true that I have a bit of an unstained past, my friend, I assure you that I will aid you in your endeavors to save Elturel, and I pledge an oath, if you would have it, and a promise that until your work to save Elturel is done, I will be ally and friend."
well, well, well. How the
Yeah, no,
turns
Cap
have
loses his mind and
tide.
starts just tearing this shield a new one in Infernal, like, just to make sure he can hear him.
"Tell him to shut up! I'm trying to talk to you!"
Harlan is deep in thought right now.
Oh,
He's just like,
Harlan.
"Harlan, please. I understand that it's unfortunate that we had to build this relationship on a bit of a fib. But understand this. The devils of Avernus are the very thing that put me in this shield, and I have no love for them. I only wish to return home and be freed. To that end, I swear to you, and a devil's contract is as good as anything. I swear to you that I will adhere to your wishes and aid you in any endeavor, even if it's against my own morality. if you bring me there, and upon freeing Elturel, let me free. Please.
Is Cap still cursing at this thing while it was saying all that?
It's
No.
he might be, but it's like focused in on Harlan at this stage.
Yeah, he's
And,
now
Harlan was like-
contemplating that.
What's this lady's name again?
Severa.
Severe.
And she's
He's
not
like-
forcing you to do anything. She's just saying she can help you.
Well, he just looks and you said the Theon humans were keeping this away. They were doing good.
Yes, the human family was, I'm sure they had their own designs for it, but they were keepers of the shield. I don't know what things Gargoth did to earn him such ire that he was imprisoned, but I can't imagine it was anything good.
He's totally trying to bargain with me right now.
Of course he is. He's a devil.
Mhm.
That's what devils do.
Pretty sketch. How ironclad are Devil's bargains, and how protected would my group be?
Well, a contract.
A devil's
written-
bargain is your death.
No. Devils are unlike demons. Devils adhere to a code. They believe in law and order, as it were. So, an agreement with the devil, as long as it was written, would be airtight.
And he's got no hands.
I'm sure he could manage to manifest something to sign if he wanted to make one. I could facilitate this. Or, like I said, I can merely banish him and you can be free of his influence.
This is a really cool shield, though, guys.
Does he get to keep the shield? Just without the demon?
I'm afraid any enchantment upon that shield is the devil itself.
Can I put my hand upon Harlan and say, look, I told you this thing was in this dream. If you believe me, I will support you. Max and I will support you in whatever you decide to do. But
Harlan ignores them and is looking at Rhea. And he's looking at her and he asks, I will bear a curse to help you. What would you have me do?
Ooh, you're asking Rhea.
Damn.
Yeah.
wow.
Man, I gotta do a roll for this.
Oh,
She looks to
what is
you
one?
and says, I'm remiss to ask you to take on such a horrible burden, but if its power can be used, free Elturel, is it not worth it? If we can make it agree and sign a contract.
Okay, I'm going to tabletop here with you, Weir.
Yeah.
Paladin, chaotic good, technically doesn't like being near evil shit. And this is an evil shit stain trapped in a
Yep.
shield. It's in a prison. So I'm
Correct.
conflicted with how I'm going to play this as Harlan. Because, one, it's in a prison, and Harlan feels like he should probably keep an eye on it and be its prison keeper. But two, at the same time, help and use its power against evil. I don't know if that conflicts with the alignment or not.
Here's the thing. Devils adhere to their contracts. So if the contract is for it to help you, and then you, at the end of it all, free it, freeing it doesn't mean you have to let it go. It just means you need to let it out of the shield. So you could still kill it once it's free. But it's a gamble, because it could escape.
It's Harlan's thinking in very simple terms, and this is me role playing Harlan again. like the contract running through his mind because he's now thinking about it because of Rhea and what she wants to do. And Harlan really wants to help her. He's already promised himself to bear the curse, to go to hell and assist her. So he's true to his word. He will help her in with any means possible, as long as it doesn't like ridiculously breach his moral code. So if this contract,
I mean, you're not lawful.
I'm not
You're
lawful. I'm
not
chaotic.
neutral. You're chaotic. So a chaotic good person, any means to an end that's good ultimately,
Yeah.
is correct.
Okay, so I'm okay on the alignment thing.
I would
So-
say that would not conflict with your morality unless you feel as a player that you don't want to do this.
No, I have no problems as a player doing this. I just want to make sure I'm role playing this right.
Okay.
So if that doesn't
And
conflict,
you can see
I
even
feel,
in Rhea's eyes, she's very conflicted, but that's where her thoughts lie.
yeah. So the contract, if I do this, and I'm talking, Harlan speaks with Severa, and he's like, if I enter a contract with this guy to where he must do good while my shield until my goal is completed. And Harlan's speaking in very simple terms. He's not being very specific. He speaks in generalities when he's talking about this shit. Is that enough to forge a contract?
She raises an eyebrow and says, "Well, my friend, good is a matter of perspective, is it not?
My perspective.
So I would be a bit more specific. State a goal and what you wish to achieve specifically. And don't leave it to interpretation because, as they say, the devil is in the details." I was waiting to drop that line for a while. But like I said, you don't need to trifle with this thing. It's a powerful relic. Indeed. But is it worth it?
Is there another power to rival this?
I could offer you something that's not as great a scope of power, but I can give you a bit of a boon if that's what you require. I'd offer in trade to take such a relic off your hands. No, don't let her do it. She
Listen
is
here,
trying
you
to make a
little
deal
bitch.
without
You
even
lied to
making
me.
a contract.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Derva's scared.
The shield is saying she's trying to make a deal without you without even making a contract.
And you tried to deceive me. And this is Harlan. He's not
I
speaking out
told
loud
you
right now. He's speaking
the
in his
honest
mind.
truth.
Oh.
I told you that I was a prisoner. I told you that I was put there by devils, and I told you I hate devils, and I do. I hate many a devil. And for you to sit here and lecture me about lies when I've been nothing but honest with you.
You told me you were good.
I am good. I did everything I was asked of.
What good will you do for me now?
As I said, we'll make it simple. I will aid you in freeing Elturel. And once Elturel is free, you will free me. A simple contract. No caveats, no trickery. Simple words. And you feel the veneer of that jovial voice breaking down.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? I'm what?
Would I kill my best friend? Yes, I would. 100%.
They're so fucking good.
I think Harlan's gonna have to He's just off standing in the corner silently by himself for a minute. If you guys are doing anything else,
Yeah,
'cause
as this is all
he's in
going
deep
on,
thought.
there's a lot of debate going between Harlan and the Shield, and while that's going on, Severa is just kind of grinning, watching it, and she looks to you all. But that aside, whatever your friend decides, if you wish to save Elturel, then I know a man, a wizard by the name of Traxagor. He's not too far off. He lives in a tower nearby the city. I would send you the hells myself. However, it is warded against plane shifting and teleportation magic, as you would expect from the City of Magisters. So, if you head, I believe it's west of here, within a day's journey, you'll find him, and Traxagor will be more than happy to take you to Avernus, to Elturel, so that you might pursue the path of friends, whatever that might take. It'll be up to you to figure out how. And that's the name Traxagor. She's saying that to the rest of you.
Right. Thinking.
I mean, by any means necessary. This is Rhea, correct?
Yeah.
Cap still wants that shield banished.
I don't. Cap, I understand you have. It could be useful too. And we're going
I
into a
don't care.
bad place.
It's
She's
a
an odd.
pit devil. If that thing gets out, it's death for all of us.
Max says, what can we do to prevent it from turning on us?
Sounds like right a
Nothing.
deal.
It's a devil. It's gonna do what it wants.
Solera
Exactly.
leans in and says, like I said, it's a matter of the word of letter of a contract.
Correct.
And
I don't trust
Can
anybody
Max
to write
says,
that contract.
yeah.
I can write it.
How can we trust you?
Definitely don't trust you to do that.
I
She-
I think we
correctly.
She
can trust
laughs
her.
and says, she laughs and says, listen, my whole life has been spent in the study of these demonic forces, as it is my, I wouldn't call it birthright, but the thing that created me. So I know a lot about it, and I promise you, I could adjudicate something favorable to you. It wouldn't be ironclad, but favorable.
Insight on this person we're talking to.
She's being honest. Cap,
Okay.
as she's speaking to you, like, as much as this bemuses her, and seeing this devil, this high-ranking devil trapped in a shield, is, you get the vibe that this whole thing is amusing to her. But she's also willing to help you guys out and adjudicate this whole thing to make it the best deal for you as possible. However, there's the caveat that no deal's perfect, and there's always something that can go awry.
I guess from Cap's position, pretty much any deal with any devil is unacceptable.
Fair
And he bears no responsibility or any, like, he's not going to, I don't know. He can't agree with, like, going along with this.
And also make
But he's
a
not gonna, like,
persuasion
stop
check,
anyone.
Cap, because you made a good argument to Rhea to see if you dissuade her.
Yeah, no, not so much.
Okay. Derva, were you trying to say something?
I was saying I feel like we can trust her. And I was going to start taking out my piece of paper. And with those eyes of like wanting Cap to understand again, be like, I know it doesn't make sense, but this paper speaks to me and told me to go where she tells us to go. And I trust whatever this is.
Make an insight check, Cap, and Derva make a persuasion check. Yeah. Cap, Derva's being sincere. Like, she truly believes what she's telling you right now.
Oh, that's fine. Cap fully knows that Derva will believe anything. Honestly,
Yeah.
he's completely in. I don't
But
know if the scores need to
it's
override
less.
this, but
I would say that with that insight, it's less of you just like, oh, she'll believe anything, and more so like this vague thought hits your mind that there's something there.
okay.
Would
But it's not pulling you in, but you don't like
Mm-hmm.
completely discount it as Derva being Derva.
Mm-hmm.
Derva does be Derva, but not now.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, and totally. I like Cap believes that it's one like the message from the paper to Derva is that it wants to help, but of course the like
Yeah.
motivations behind whatever magical thing there, he's just so skeptical at this point. It's not.
And I guess that's where my
Yeah, he
argument
just basically
lies.
like shrugs, I guess.
Because her and Cap were together on the shield. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's the only reason I'm reaching out is because
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of just letting this happen in hopes that like it will help. And I was against the
Derva,
shield.
Derva, do you look at the paper at all?
Yes, I do. When I took it out, I looked
As
at
you
it.
as you glance at it, it just reads, "I'm sorry. He won't believe you."
How can I
Um,
is there any way, and I'm saying this to the paper but also out loud so it sounds like I'm talking to Cap, but is there any way to show him?
It says, "Only blind eye see."
I look up at Cap and he has blind sight, doesn't he?
He doesn't.
no, I don't think so.
Oh shit.
No, I do
That's
though.
yeah, that's
That's
Harlan.
Harlan.
I don't know if that would actually help in this situation though.
No, it wouldn't help Harlan. I don't think it would help Harlan at all. I was more towards Cap. I think
But
I just like give Cap a small smile as like a thank you.
Mm-hmm. Cap pats
Max,
Derva on the shoulder.
while this is all going
Ow.
down, you see Derva pleading with Cap and Harlan introspective as this tiefling woman is just waiting for responses. What are you up to?
Max?
Yeah.
Max is extremely concerned about going into hell, basically, with a pit lord, and really wants to get a contract like solidly in place to protect herself and her friends and family. So she's fully invested in what this old lady has to say. She doesn't want to kill the old lady, though. It is surprising.
She's not old.
Oh,
She's
I
not
thought
one
she
of your
was old for
marks.
some reason. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought she was
she's
old
kind of
for
like
some reason.
she's middle aged, not old.
Oh,
Well, we don't know what
Um,
middle aged is now. We had that conversation.
Okay.
no, but Max is more much more on the getting a contract signed like
Get a
thoroughly
deal.
written out.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
get a deal, but she wants to get this over with and signed if they're gonna do it, but something in place to protect them.
All right. We'll cycle back then to Harlan as the shield just says, "Look, I understand that. Your trepidation. But please, my life has been suffering. Would the good thing not be to help something live a life and be free?"
Harlan walks back over to the group. He's holding the shield, looking at it in both hands. He's just, and rhetorically, he's speaking rhetorically. He's not asking this question to the shield, but he's sitting there. How many have suffered? What would a devil such as yourself done to gain the ire of the rest of hell to be cast out? And he looks up at Rhea and he goes, I will do a lot of things to achieve my goals. But when evil triumphs over evil, evil remains. He drops the shield.
Oh,
Oh, snap.
Ray gives a nod as you drop to the shield of the ground. It lashes out in your mind. You idiot! You fool! What are you doing? No! No! And you watch as Savira picks it up and she weaves Arcana in her hands. And you hear the last thing you hear in your mind before the shield disappears from sight is, I'll find you and I'll rend you asunder! As it disappears.
And Harlan says out loud, and he says, I'll be waiting for you, spear in hand.
Cat
chills.
flexing approvingly.
Chills.
Of the Hidden Lord vanishes.
Damn.
And Savira goes, interesting. Well, most pleasing.
And Harlan does the kind of like the whole arm stretch, hands through hair thing. It's like, well, I need a new fucking shield.
She
Max
smiles and
says, we'll
says,
get you new
that
shield.
can be taken care of. As she reaches into another extra dimensional space and pulls out a chest. Like a large chest hits the ground. She opens it and pulls out a shield. It is not a +2 shield, unfortunately, but it is a +1. She'll give you a +1 shield with no other abilities, but it is a +1.
All right, let me add that here.
She says, you did the right thing. Dealing with devils is always a tricky affair, and no matter how much power they promise you, it'll always bite you in the ass, so good on you.
I sat here RPing that hard, guys.
Yeah,
You did
that was
good.
good. That was good.
I was rolling mental d20s in my mind, like which way is Harlan going to go? I don't fucking know.
No,
That
man.
was good.
That was.
real
I
good.
had fucking chills as you dropped that shield.
Dropped.
Mike.
But,
Way better than a mic drop.
Savira has given you a path to Trexigor, another magister who can take you to the Nine Helms. And I suppose
shit.
that is a good
Give me your
place
bones.
to end our session.